All right. No one's in here yet. That's fine. Y'all can watch the playback. This is the full moon in Scorpio. All signs read. I just wanted to do it live. The energy is different all the way around. I'm sure y'all are feeling it. We're going to do all signs. We're going to pick them random from here. I hope these messages find everyone in good health and good wealth and good spirits. Deep breaths. Damn, that was quick. Hey, boo, 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 blue. Maybe you'll catch this one. Maybe this one's more meant for you. Let's see. Aquarius. Okay, why do I want to do this like funky accent every time I get Aquarius? Aquarius. Hello, my friend. Hello. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, everyone. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here with me, for allowing me to connect with you, and all of that. All of that. Interesting energy. All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. It's a sexy energy. I was doing my sexy cards earlier. Oh, well, you're very welcome. I'm honored. I'm honored for y'all to have me and you tuning in. Let's see. Yeah, it's a Scorpio full moon energy. It's just the way it is. Let me get this different deck. Rewind. I'll get it together, y'all. I'll get it together. I'm hearing promises, promises. Aquarius. Oh, what is it with this ripple effect vision I've had for people lately? It's very interesting. Probably because what you're doing now is going to have a very much like a ripple effect for months and possibly even years to come. It's possible that you may want to look at wherever you were at the last Scorpio full moon, 2019, and how far you've come here. Okay, there's also people taking stands everywhere that is kind of, it's like creating a ripple effect of what you will and will not stand for any longer as well. Aquarius, I'm seeing figure eights for you, infinity symbols. I'm seeing a figure, like skating even in a figure eight. Okay, someone could be being cold to you. You could feel cold to someone. Someone could feel like they're skating on ice with you, walking on eggshells. I'm hearing don't tip the water glass. I don't know. Oh, okay. So yeah, if you tip the water glass on ice, it would make it like super, super slick. All right, slick. We'll see what comes out. I'm seeing someone hand someone something that's pretty valuable to them. It just looks like a blob to me. So it could be something not tangible that's being handed here. Okay, first card out is the Five of Pentacles, Aquarius. Okay, it's a poverty mindset, and it is just that. It is a mindset. It's important that you understand it's a mindset. It's not real. Okay, some of you could be having money troubles, but if, you know, it's basic law of attraction, and then what does that even mean, right? The Six of Swords. Retreat from travail. Interesting. So you're moving away from a poverty mindset. You're moving away from loss. Some of you, it's interesting because, you know, oftentimes people refer to the Five of Pentacles as being left out in the cold. So getting all that like ice skating and figure eight skating and don't tip the glasses to make it more of a slippery slope or to spin out. of a situation. Possibly you could be feeling like you're going to spin out of control. I'm hearing take the reins back. It's possible that you've given somebody too much control here. And, you know, this full moon, baby, this is all about you taking control of you. Get what you want, release what you don't, okay? Feel the deep feels. I'm hearing methods of mayhem, get naked. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. The Ace of Swords, the gift of the mind. Yeah. It's all about you being clear with you and clearly deciding what you want out of this situation, or that you may want out of this situation. I'm being told to rephrase things. So that's an interesting sort of thing being spoken to me. That's not something I normally hear. So I feel like that's a message for you as well, to rephrase things. Maybe your communication is unclear. Maybe a situation has been unclear. Maybe you're trying to present something. Yes, there's something that's trying to be presented that needs to be gone at in a different way, presented in a different manner. Possibly choice of words, need to be a little bit more careful with that. Yeah, I'm hearing someone say, yeah, it's a tightrope. I mean, and then is it a tightrope walk? Tightrope walk, even a tongue twister, or is it a tug of war? You tell me. The Goddess, lusciousness, related to the Empress. This is all about what you want, baby. This is all you. What do you want to manifest? Where do you want to be? Where do you want to be sitting? And you are sitting so pretty if you want to be. There's also a question of value here and self-worth, Aquarius. For some of you, you may have gotten yourself into situations that's leaving you. Aquarius, there's something so off with your communication. I've been in readings for several hours now, and this has not happened. The slip up of the words and getting shit twisted and mixed up. This is not a thing. This is very specific to you, Aquarius. So it could even be, I feel almost a little bit drugged all of a sudden. There could be some issues with addiction, drinking, even just something that's got some sort of a mind altering state. And also, if you're empathetic, there is a situation where I'm feeling like someone, this is not going to be for everyone. These are general reads. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And obviously, anyone who may be dealing with an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. But there's a situation where someone else's sort of mindset or altered state of mind is actually being picked up by somebody who's extremely empathetic. So you may be feeling off, you may be feeling dizzy, you may be feeling sleepy and not understanding quite why or what's going on. There is a situation where you're picking that up actually from someone who's close to you or in your circle or something like that. Let's get out of that. Yeah, Aquarius, I see that some of you have gotten yourself in a situation that left you feeling really not worth it. You don't have to suffer forever. The suffering is not, it's not like you're supposed to live a life of suffering. You don't deserve, a world of shit because you made a few, bad choices or mistakes. Or I'm hearing choice words. I keep hearing this like choice words. There's something really, really strange, or even a focus on your communication specifically with another. I do feel like it is not with an audience. It's not with the world. It is another, like one other person. And even things being taken out of context. They're saying this is on purpose. Like, so don't let people play you and act like they just misunderstood the situation. Though I think the reason you may be feeling guilty in this situation is because it's like you kind of knew this about the person or the situation before you sort of went head over heels. I'm hearing head over heels. But you went anyways, and that's okay. It doesn't mean you have to stay there, because that's why you need to retreat with the Six of Swords energy. You also need to make it very clear where you stand, where you think, where you fit. I'm hearing get in where you fit in. You don't have to force it. And also with this Empress, the Empress does not, it's not an action card. She sits there and she just nurtures and manifests. She doesn't have to do a lot. So know your worth, know your place, know that there's something being very much overexerted here, okay? Struggle and uncertainty with the Seven of Swords coming underneath that Five of Pentacles. I again, like I said, I feel like you may have gotten yourself in a situation that you feel like, oh well, I did it and now like suffer the consequences, and that may be true to a point. There is though a point you need to understand, like enough is enough. Like you don't, nobody deserves to be a punching bag. So whatever this decision is, um, you do still have the power to step out of it, okay? You are being almost self-deceptive in the way of thinking like you deserve. I feel like somebody's being beat on, maybe not physically, but emotionally or something. I'm feeling like a lot of freaking pressure right here and also heat. Um, like someone has the spotlight on them or there's heat on them or someone's putting the heat on someone. I almost feel like I'm in a like a in a interrogation process or an interrogation room, like there's a bright light shining on me. It's very uncomfortable. It's very what's the word I'm looking for? Like focused, like singled out. It's very singled out. It feels very scolded. I don't really care for this energy. We'll try to get you something else here. Aquarius, be careful of the people that surround you. You know, if they don't want to lift you up and they don't want to support you and they don't want to see you do better, then you might want to rethink who you're giving your energy to. Okay, disillusionment, the Nine of Swords. You, Aquarius, I don't know what's going on with you, but this is a stressful situation. You may be having dreams that are coming up that are sort of trying to speak to you on a subconscious level, right? Your higher self is just like screaming at you, like, wake up, this is the time. And if there's a situation here, Aquarius, that you have been ignoring, when you're in this type of energy, it's going to make itself known because this is very, very intuitive energy, right? Scorpio and full moon. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, Blue Flame, integration. Hello, everyone. Elizabeth, Sean. If I didn't shout you out, I'm sorry. We have a lot to get to, and I really want to get to everyone. Okay, I love you all so much, and thank you so much for being here and connecting with me. There's something trying to break down the. I'm actually seeing sort of like a Alice in the looking glass scenario, but it's a bit different. She's actually stepping out of this, it's like a ballroom floor, and it's this huge mirror. Like if you've ever been to a club, right? They got like a whole wall that's nothing but mirrors so you can see yourself dance. It's like that, but she's actually stepping out of that, and I'm seeing someone else, but it looks exactly like her. It's like sort of this doppelganger situation. And I'm also hearing Dante. Dante, is it Dante's Inferno? So this is something about the course through hell, like the lower levels and the shadow work. That's what this is. I'm seeing the doppelganger come up and like smash this fucking mirror, almost so that she can't go back into that disillusionment. Okay, very interesting, very powerful, powerful read for you, Scorpio. Okay, wait for the moment. We got the Seven of Pentacles here. Again, like I said, there's an overexertion of energy happening here with you, Aquarius. So be very careful of who you're investing in and what you're investing in. You will have your moment. You will have your time to shine. Maybe not necessarily in this situation. So if you are in a situation where you feel like you can't get a leg up, you can't get a heads up, and you keep getting knocked back, or someone keeps knocking you back, or someone keeps pushing you down, you may want to look at that situation and say, wow, you know, is this me sort of being self-destructive? Am I getting my own way? Or is there sort of forces beyond my control that are deliberately blocking this path for me because maybe I need to be looking elsewhere? Okay. Aquarius, you are like, I feel like I'm even talking faster. I'm getting lots of pressure here in the chest on both sides of like the shoulder, like kind of underneath the traps right here. Very tense, very tense. I keep wanting to take a deep breath, and I feel like I can't get a deep enough breath, like I can't get enough air. Two of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, juggling work. I feel, Aquarius, like you've been juggling a situation for long enough. Possibly work and love life, okay? I feel like something has your focus way, way just like out of control, just spinning out of control. Okay, let's see if we can get something quickly on love specifically. Let me pull you a couple of these cards just because they're the ones that I have on hand over here. He's even talking to y'all, Aquarius. A message for you. I'm thinking of you. This very moment, your love fills me with light. I love you. Okay. So for those of you that are not in connection, this is a message for you. Is it necessarily romantic? No. It does feel a bit romantic. You know, it kind of feels like someone doesn't really know how to express themselves in this situation. I'm not excusing their behavior or their toxicity. I'm not. And I'm not telling you to stay in a situation like that. Never would I say that. But I think there does need to be a level of sort of understanding that whatever this is, it is the only way that this person may know how to love. And they may never love you the way you deserve to be loved. And you may need to accept that and move on. And just that very thing may sort of get them to rise to the occasion. And I'm seeing actually I'm seeing someone step up to the home plate. So now we're fucking playing baseball. Like what? What? Interesting, because I heard America's favorite pastime. You do not want to be anyone's pastime. You deserve better than that. There may be someone thinking of you that I'm seeing someone being pushed to the side. So there may be a thought of a person or connection with a person that you've actually pushed to the side, thinking nothing's ever going to become of that, or they don't really feel that way about me. You might be surprised. Okay, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united for love. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. There's definitely someone in separation that wants to say they're with someone else. Loud and clear, they're with someone else and they don't want to be, that relationship is coming to an end. This is general. It will not be for everyone, but that came through loud and clear. And again, how much do you want to put into it? How much do you want to wait? That's up to you. Okay, so let's dive into romantic love specifically for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Anyone dealing with an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, of course, it is general and also interchangeable. The energies are interchangeable and time is fluid. Take it as it resonates, and if it doesn't resonate, then the message is not for you, and that's okay. You can check out your other signs or go to another reader. It's all love, baby. It's all love. The Eight of Wands. Huge messages coming in for you. What that mouth do, though? Aquarius. It's very important for someone here, for both people here, actually, to understand that sex is not an obligation. Love is not an obligation, right? You please me because it should please you to please me, and vice versa. It should not be a chore. I shouldn't be doing it because I want something out of it. There's a relationship that could be moving very fast here in either direction, whether it's a beginning or an ending. Two of Wands. There's an unveiling happening in a relationship. You're starting to see very clearly someone's true self. Okay? He's just taken this mask off. He's looking at her through his eyes, not the wolf's eyes. She's undressing. There's nothing here to hide. This is actually a very beautiful energy to be in. Lots of action here. Lots of passion here for you, Scorpio. Lots of passion. The Six of Swords. You get the wolf again. In fact, everyone here is in a costume. And they are running. They are starting something new. It's almost like something's shaken some things up that is sort of making them go to the next phase. It looks rather unexpected. It's interesting because you remember I said I saw like a sort of a ballroom, like a dance floor. in a ballroom, like a masquerade party, everyone's wearing a mask. In this card, he's wearing a mask. In this card, they're all in costume. Very interesting symbolism for you there. And the Two of Swords, more masks. Here they have the masks on. So there does appear to be some hesitation and even possibly excuses being made for why someone isn't showing the true them. But I think they really do want to show the true them. I think there's a lot of passion here, but for whatever reason, it seems that there needs to be an ending to something first. And that may be what's happening too quick. Maybe there wasn't a cycle that was fully ended before another one began. It happens. It happens. Yeah. Could be dealing with a Libra, not necessarily. It is the card of justice. It is the card of balance. It is the card of truth. She is blindfolded. So I do feel like there's been something that's been hidden. Not necessarily in an ugly way, like not necessarily someone keeping secrets from you because they're an asshole. It could just be they weren't ready to show the true self. It's possible they didn't know the true self. Especially with these cards, this is definitely an energy that could be sort of activating each other's kundalini or DNA. It's very possible that someone didn't know who they truly were until this encounter. Okay, Aquarius, at the bottom of the deck. Oh yeah, we have the Sun. But in this deck, it's two men. It's two men that were knights, which in the time was very taboo. So in this particular depiction, it is about a taboo situation. Not that the love itself is taboo or whatever, but the person definitely has not been comfortable in showing the true self until now, because whatever they may be into, not even necessarily sexually, just overall, has not been accepted. Either they haven't been able to accept it, they've been told it was wrong, or they didn't feel like you would accept it. But this is a whole state of vulnerability happening here that is leading to happiness. All right, Aquarius. Let's pick this up. See who's next. Left arm just got chills. Daughter's senior prom was canceled due to Rona. I'm sorry. Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on. And I do believe, we were talking about this earlier, I think North Node is moving into Sagittarius. No, South Node. South Node moving into Sagittarius, North Node moving into Gemini. Sagittarius Moon. So yeah, this will be Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Or anyone dealing with Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Take the energy and put it where it goes. Energy is interchangeable. Time is fluid. This is general. And yes, I'm sorry, but I have to keep repeating it because people come and then they go and then they watch the playback and they'll skip to their timestamp and then they'll be like, this reading is not for me. You know, okay, and that's why I repeat it. It's general. If you would like to book a personal reading, I didn't put it in the description of this video, but I will once it's done. But you can go to any one of my other videos and you can see in the description there's a website there. There's also the information to the shop and anything else that you may need to do with me or get a hold of me. Also on Saturday night, I'll be doing a collaboration with Danny over on Northern Comfort Tarot. That's on my Facebook, but I'll put everything in the description box. There'll be 2 readers for $40. You can get a read that's $20 a person. That's a steal. You get a full read from 2 readers, 2 different perspectives, 2 different channels, for $40. And in between, we do like $10 and $20 1 and 3 card pulls. So if that may be something that interests you, go check that out. That's on Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what's going on. Retreat from travail. What is it with the Six of Swords? Moving on, going forward. Now remember, Six of Swords, a lot of people say is going to calmer waters, and sometimes it is, but you got to remember, after the Six of Swords is the Seven of Swords. It is the card of deception. It is the card of lies. It is the card of the Thief in the Night. It is also the card of major strategy that I'm hearing. Strategies like boom, 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 strategy. Don't let that shit backfire on you, though. Woo! I just got really red. What's going on? So, moving away from a situation, retreating from a situation. This could be for your own good, Sagittarius, you or someone that you're dealing with. Someone could be retreating from you. Okay, someone may need time to think. Remember, swords are all about the mental state, logic, and thoughts. Opportunity. The Novus of Pentacles. Opportunity of focus here. There's even an opportunity to refocus, reassess the situation. Okay, 1 second. Oh, this dog. You may actually, even on a very literal sense, Sagittarius, you may have an opportunity arise to travel to a space that you kind of didn't see coming. Or a retreat, a spiritual retreat. All right, Three of Swords, destined to be. I'm sorry, this is Three of Wands. Three of Wands, destined to be. Yeah, so there's definitely an opportunity knocking or arising that's either taking you away from a situation or putting you into a situation by moving you from a different situation. That is definitely, it's a fated event. Like this, inevitable. This was going to happen. You reap what you sow. If you shit on your space, you're going to live in a shitty space. If you plant a farm, you're going to have food for the rest of your life. Do you understand what I mean? You reap what you sow, good or bad. That's the way it works. So I feel like you're being given opportunity, harvest. There's a harvest coming for you, Sagittarius. Solitary creativity. The Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles deals with individuality. It can deal with like a side hustle, which is going to be anything that's not your normal 9 to 5. Okay, so you could be taking on hobbies. You could be taking on other forms of income. I'm hearing own it though. Own it. You're gonna own it, whether you're in a good place, a bad place, whatever the opportunity that's arisen for you, that is this fated event, it's going to be yours and yours alone. You built it, right? So if you've built an empire and your company's fixing to take off, you own that shit. You did that. You worked hard for it. On the other hand, if you have been doing a lot of dirt and a lot of shade and your Lego house comes crashing down, you own it. Own that shit. Bottom of the deck. What I just told you about it. I don't know. We're gonna have to go. I don't know, Mika. I don't know. Disillusionment again. Stress, anxiety. But also coming out of the illusions. We're coming out of the illusions. Things are breaking away. That's what Scorpio full moon does, baby. It takes you to the depths of the depths. Uncomfortably deep for a lot of people. Not everyone. Some of us are very comfortable in those dark places and in the depths of the depths and beneath those depths. And some of us aren't. Whether you are or not, the energy is going to take you there. It can be a very beautiful thing, especially for those of you that have been doing the work. I'm hearing Capricorn also. I don't know. There may be some overlapping energy for you there. Maybe something coming, maybe something that's being done now that may come full circle in Capricorn season. Oh, 40 days, 40 nights. Did I say something about that? Girl, I'm so fucking lost right now. You gotta talk to me when I'm not in the channel. I'm in the zone, baby. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. I went right into y'all's love reading. I'm sorry. I'm going to get y'all some love cards, Sagittarius. I apologize. But you need to be careful of where you're putting your energy. Are you putting your energy where it belongs, or is it all going to be for nothing? I think this is interesting because he's in the shadows and half of her is in the light. Something getting ready to come out here. I'm just saying. Don't shit the messenger. Let me get y'all some love cards, Sagittarius. I apologize. I'm skipping right over that shit. Scorpios will force letting it go. I didn't get to read all of that before it disappeared. I apologize. But I always go back, y'all, and I watch the playbacks and I read the comments to the live chat if I don't get to them, you know, while we're in the video. And yeah, thank y'all so much for being here. Okay, passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it, Sagittarius. Enjoy it. All right. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Directly. There are those of you that don't really understand what true union means, or you're dealing with someone that doesn't understand what true union means, and I think this is very confusing for you, which is why maybe you need to retreat. And this could be even self with self. And also, I'm seeing someone that is got a newfound appreciation for union as well. I feel stoned. One of y'all's probably fucking smoking, hotboxing, sitting in a damn car smoking. I feel like my eyes are even glassy all of a sudden. I feel stoned. See? All right, let's keep going. Four of Pentacles. A lot of earth energy for you, Sagittarius. You could be dealing with an earth sign. Not necessarily, but definitely you're dealing with a lot of things in the earthly realm, like very 3D, very tangible type of things. Killing the munchies with some KFC. Oh my God, KFC sounds so good. Hot wings. I'm not eating today because I'm journeying tonight, but that does sound amazing. Yeah, there's a situation, Sagittarius. I feel like there's some sort of an underhanded form of control being taken, a false sense of security. There's a bit of greed in this situation. Either someone is taking too much or someone is putting their nose where it doesn't belong. This is really, I never really look at this card like this, but this is concerning to me because, like, her lower half and his body is in the shadow and she's in the light. So there's something very underhanded that I'm seeing here that's being invested in. And also with the Four of Pentacles like this is a control issue. It could even be that someone wants someone to step up and take more control or more initiative in regards to a romantic relationship or sexual encounters. And these stripes on her, it's almost like, you know what, Sagittarius, I'm not sure, because if you can see, the shadow is also taking over the upper portion of her body as well, slowly. So either the top half is coming out of the shadows, everything's coming out of the shadows, or things are being sucked into the shadows. Either one. Okay, with the Eight of Swords here, there's definitely there's a hang up on something. There's some sort of an oppression here. I know two Saggies who are stalking earth signs at the moment. Big old facts. Hey, I just read the energy. Thank you for letting me know that we are on the right track. We usually are. So yeah, there's definitely a mental imprisonment here. And again, that's what control is, right? I mean, you keep yourself oppressed, right? It's classic possession, right? Not every possession, not most possessions have nothing to do with demons and angels and even outside entities, right? If you are so enveloped and just concerned with your possessions and wanting, right, you essentially become the one that is possessed, right? You are tying yourself to your own whipping post, right? This is a life of torment mentally, which can start manifesting physically, especially on a lower level, a 3D level, and wanting to have that much control and be that much in the dark about it. This is kind of where that leads, Remember, these readings are here to guide you and lay a situation out of possibilities so that you can change these things. So you never take the reading as negative. It's only a negative reading if you are perceiving it in a negative space. If you're in a negative space whenever you're receiving it, right? The Eight of Cups. Someone's walking away or wanting to walk away, and the other person isn't allowing it. He's threatening to slit her throat if she walks away. Talk about stalker energy. Holy shit. Get your shit together. Whoever this is, if it's the cross watcher or the Sag itself. I say itself because, like, pronouns and whatnot. It's interesting, the Eight of Swords with the Eight of Cups. Someone's been in this energy for a very long time. Very long time. And 7 and 4 is 11. There's 11 coins out here. So someone really, really, really wants that sacred union. Someone really wants that soulmate, that one. But I feel like they're going about it the wrong way. And it could be, honestly, it could just be the mental, like the mental loops and the unhealthy thoughts and toxicity that someone wants to walk away from. It's not necessarily physical. The Eight of Cups, it's actually more emotional than anything. And because you have the Seven of Swords before that, it could be these ugly thought loops and patterns and even toxic behaviors that someone desperately wants to walk away from. But it's possible that their fucking need to control keeps them from doing so. Sagittarius. What the? Seven of Wands. I hope y'all can see that. Shh. Let it happen. No. What does Bailey say? Nay, nay. Nay, nay. There's a lot of conflict here. There's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of competition. Whether someone's trying to make you feel like you're in competition or the other way around. Or even putting competition on yourself. I feel like with the Seven of Pentacles there and the Seven of Swords with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like someone really isn't in competition with anyone, but they sort of have this whole weird, it's weird. I'm sorry, that was the Eight of Swords. Seven of Swords. You got Seven of Swords right here. This is deception. This is a whole like other life. This is the thief in the night. This is shit that's being done in the dark. But remember, be careful. Be careful with that energy because it's coming out. So, if you've been cheating, if you've been trying to get with somebody else's person, if you've just been doing dirt, this is like a sexual read, like a romantic read, but it could be any type of energy. If you've been doing anything that is underhanded or shady in trying to keep someone in your grips, or you feel like this is being done to you, I urge you to get out of that situation. If you're the one doing it, hey, you fucked up. We all fuck up. You don't have to do it anymore. And if you're the one in this situation, these types of situations can get very dangerous. So just do what you got to do to get out of it. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit. Okay, someone's possibly scared of living alone or being alone. This is very much someone with abandonment issues, someone to scared to see their true journey. The Hermit is, you know, all about the sole purpose of someone, the sole mission, which you do alone. It doesn't mean you won't have other people in your life, but a lot of people can perceive it that way, especially people with insecurities and oppression and fear of abandonment and control issues and greed. Underneath the Hermit, you have the Knight of Cups. Now, in this card, she gets on his horse to go with him to another land. He has on armor. He knows where he's going. He's from that land. He's protected. She is not. She's vulnerable. She has nothing to cover her. She has nothing to guard her. She doesn't know where she's going, and she is not part of that land. So this could be someone being made to feel like an outsider. You got the Hermit here with this Knight of Cups in particular, because this is an offer being made, a proposal being made. He does love her. He wants to take her to his land, but she must really trust him to be that vulnerable. With the Hermit, this can be a really sticky situation of isolation and being made to kind of stick out like you don't belong. So be very careful with that. All right, Sagittarius. And what did I just see underneath that? Someone cut. I never see this card this way, but this is the Knave of Swords, which I usually see a very sort of beginning to a passionate start, but I'm seeing her come up from behind him in a real kind of sneaky way. In fact, someone may be using Players Club, gotta use what you got to get what you want. Until someone's not into what you got, or it's not working anymore, or you're aging, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, clear that. Hopefully that read didn't match anybody, because that was an ugly read. I'm sorry, Sagittarius. That's what's coming through. It's full moon energy. Maybe some of it resonated with you, maybe some of it didn't. And Sagittarius, it might not even be you. It could be someone that you're dealing with. Next, Capricorn. What I say? What I say? Sagittarius overlapping Capricorn energy. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Anyone dealing with a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Y'all don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and also check out Danny's channel, Northern Comfort Tarot. Will be over there Saturday night live, 9 p.m. Eastern. All right, anyone that's dealing with a Capricorn or Capricorn themselves. Religion may be a big factor for you, Capricorn, or belief systems of some kind right off the bat. Grace, 3 of Cups. Okay, could be a reunion taking place, could be, someone that you've been hoping to reunite with. Things are coming back from the past, so that's very much a possibility. Could be time to celebrate. Also, the world is slowly but surely starting to open back up, so this could be a time of celebration for you. It also could be third party, though I got to tell you, I'm not getting a whole lot of third party situation with this. It's really looking like, feeling like happy and joyous to me. Cruel thoughts. Cruel thoughts. There's a lot of anxiety. So for those of you, look, no matter which way it is, either getting back out there, okay, because the Three of Cups can also deal with someone who's getting back out there and learning how to celebrate, not even just with other people, but learning how to celebrate themselves, and what they bring to the table, their own table. Understand this, their own value, their own self-worth. So it could be a situation where someone is very much anxiety ridden about getting back out there in the world and presenting themselves, period. There could also be stress and cruel thoughts over there being a third party when there actually is not. There could be sort of this anxious loops and just toxic thoughts. Though I will say, it does really feel like if that is the case, they're definitely being placed by someone. It's not an accident that someone's feeling this way. It's intentional. Someone's making them feel this way. So either someone is intentionally making another person jealous, or someone is intentionally doing something that would, like, how do I put this? So if you're with someone, or you have a friend or whatever, and they're always throwing someone else in your face to make you jealous or make you think like there's something going on, that could be a situation. Or if there's someone else on the side other than the person that you're dealing with that's always interjecting themselves to make it look like there's something going on, one of those, okay? But outside of that, it could just be a situation where someone is a little bit, they have a lot of anxiety of getting back into the world, getting back into the dating scene, getting back, going to parties, going to functions and things like this. Even possibly, I'm hearing work for some of you. This is not a Jupiter reading, but I am hearing work. Some of you it's like you developed a weird fear while you've been working at home. You've developed a weird fear to go back to actual work. And even just the thought of it is almost causing panic attacks. Others of you have stretched yourself too thin in that area of work. You've taken on more projects than you can handle. But a Capricorn is not going to say that. Capricorn is a very hard worker. They will literally swallow all the stress and before they would ever ask for help. It's unfortunate, but it's a good thing and a bad thing. Wait for the moment. You get the Seven of Pentacles here. Wait for the moment. So there's definitely, I would say there's possibly a little bit too much worry and fear being invested in this space, Capricorn. I don't think it's all that bad. I think your thoughts are making it much more impactful and scary than what I'm seeing actually go on, like an actual scenario or situation. Possibly try some meditations and breathing exercises, even taking a break away from this space. Alliance, the Two of Wands, or is that the Two of Swords? I can never tell in this deck. Okay, Two of Wands, Alliance. Capricorn, you definitely have support. You do. You definitely have support. And I often see, like, it's just two people. Like, you've got someone in your corner all the way. I don't know that you see it like that, though. There's a lot of fear of even jumping in a situation, possibly. There's a lot of fear of even making something, I'm hearing like making something official and being able to celebrate that. There's fear that it may be ripped out from underneath you, that it's not the right time, that it's not been long enough, that it's not been big enough, that, you know, whatever this is, I'm seeing it as, again, more up here than actually going on in the world. Okay, you do have support, you do have someone wholeheartedly in your corner. Okay, it's up to you to decide which direction you take and when you take the turn. Okay, ball is in your court. The woman of ideas, the chatteling, I don't know how you say that. Someone may be a little bit fearful to celebrate their independence or even be alone. Someone maybe doesn't feel, there's a bit of insecurity, not gonna lie, there's a bit of insecurity going on in this reading. I do not feel like you should be insecure. I see a lot of power. I see a lot of hard work. I see a lot of beautiful things, but I also see a lot of fear that's keeping you from seeing that yourself. Someone's identity maybe feels a little bit threatened as they see it. As I say that, the Hermit, withdraw and change direction. Okay, could be dealing with a Virgo, not necessarily, but it's someone, and you're getting that underneath the cruel thoughts. Someone, I feel like someone who's, I'm hearing Capricorn moon. Is someone a Capricorn moon? Okay, anyway, the mind is playing a lot of tricks on this person here and causing them to want to retreat. This person, I don't even know that they want to admit to themselves that they have anxiety. It's like, I'm hearing anxieties for pussies. No, it's not. People get anxiety. It just happens, you know, who knows? Who's going to try to explain the brain? Scientists can't even figure it out, right? It's almost like someone absolutely doesn't want to be alone. We start out with the Three of Cups. Someone absolutely doesn't want to be alone. We start this row with the Three of Cups and end it with the card of Alliance, the Two of Wands, right? Someone wants a happy space with another person or even other people. But at the end of the day, their thoughts get in the way and it's like, well, I'm just going to sabotage myself and go in my hole before you can reject me. No, don't do that. The Death could be dealing with Scorpio. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. Okay? You are mortal. You are human. Everything dies. Everything comes to an end. Nothing lasts forever. Not even these ugly thoughts. Okay? You're mortal. It's human. It's natural. Fear is natural. Anxiety is natural. It's a natural thing. It happens. Don't be so hard on yourself. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's really, really hard on themselves, and you shouldn't be. It's making your life harder than it has to be currently. Okay, you've got the Lady. She sees unexpected change. The Lady of Wands. And that's coming under the Alliance. So you're dealing with someone, Capricorn, that absolutely sees you for what you are. You're dealing with someone who sees your potential. But you have to believe it. You have to see it. Okay, let's get into the love portion. Whoa. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Damn. Beware of what you are projecting. For the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. Capricorn moon specifically, this is coming through for you, but it could be for anyone, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. But I specifically heard Capricorn moon. Can't make this shit up. All right. Or anyone dealing with, okay? Let me get a few shuffles here. Does anybody speak? Oh my God, y'all have been talking. I have not seen this. I am so sorry. It wasn't even like a fucking YouTube. Oh, well, hopefully y'all are talking to each other. I like for y'all to speak to one another. All right, let's see what's going on here. The Knave of Cups. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Such a beautiful connection. Drink the wine right off of me, baby. Who needs a cup? Fuck this cup. I'm going to drink it right off her back. I love it. It's more than just any old offer or proposal, right? I mean, this is getting down and dirty. Like, I'm offering you something so much more than just a common relationship, right? We could look at it like that. It's very, I want to say, like, it feels equally submissive, if that's even a thing. Yes, with the Ace of Coins. This is something very new for you, Capricorn, and that could be why it's scary. Look at how he's just playing with her. Like she's so new. Every part of her is new. This opportunity is just absolutely beautiful. And I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Stamp bone. I feel like my live readings are like a sunburn. Like, no one ever wants to blow my shit up until I'm on live. Kind of like a sunburn. No one ever taps you on the shoulder until you have a sunburn. Okay. The Hierophant. Yeah. There's a level of commitment here. Also, Taurus energy. Someone's making a new offer. Someone has an opportunity even to make a new offer for a very committed, strong relationship. Just saw someone talk about sushi. I'm so hungry. But I don't eat on days like today. Okay? 5 of Pentacles. Okay? What are you doing in your spare time? Is it worth it? Are you studying? Okay? Or are you sitting there thinking ugly thoughts? Or are you thinking about this person? Are you using your spare time wisely? Capricorn. It's interesting because you got the Hierophant right before the 5 of Pentacles, which sometimes the 5 of Pentacles is leaving someone out in the cold, and someone may be scared of that. But really, when you have nothing left to do, when you have nothing left to occupy you, when you're not with anybody, when you're not working, when you're not doing anything, right? When you're just sitting idle, what are you doing with your spare time? As he's reading this book, he's using his time to further his understanding of the universe, of the world, of the person, getting to know someone, I mean, this could even be, someone's diary. Who knows what he's reading, but he's using it wisely, okay? And the Hierophant is the card of wisdom. It's the card of tradition. It's the card of commitment. It's the card of study. The Temperance. Sagittarius energy. It's funny how this is going on underhandedly, under the table, while she's doing this. As I mentioned that before in the Sagittarius reading. Not necessarily, but not necessarily. The Temperance is a card of healing, but I gotta tell you, Capricorn, you may very well not see the entirety of a situation, or you may be dealing with someone, cross-watcher, you may not see the entirety of a situation. Sagittarius also deals with philosophy and thoughts and sort of belief system as well as the Hierophant. So there could be something with that also. Okay. And Empress. No. The Hanged Woman. The Hanged Woman. Someone's very much on the fence about something, about a new relationship or a new way of dealing with the relationship. An offer, a proposal, could be marriage, could be just a higher commitment. I would say it's marriage because you've got not only the Knight of Cups, but also the Hierophant and the Five of Pentacles. But with this Temperance and this Hanged Woman, there's maybe too many people involved. So maybe that stress and anxiety is coming from a situation that's possibly been created. And you know what? No blame, no shade, no judgment. Sometimes these situations are created and out of hand before we even realize what's going on. All right. I lost my deck, y'all. All right, let's see what's going on next. Or who's next. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. My lips are dry. My mouth is dry. I'm hot. I don't know why I'm so hot. This energy, man. Gemini. 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 See what's going on with Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Anyone dealing with the Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, this reading is general. It may not resonate with everyone, but that's all right. If you would like a personal reading, you can find all of my information, not in this description box yet, but if you're watching the playback, then you can. But in any of my other videos, you can find that information. See where Gemini is in Scorpio, full moon energy. There's something with time, hearing time. Either the timing is off, or Gemini may feel like time is running out, or they could be getting ants in their pants. Woo! We're going to take them because the way that just happened. Ten of Pentacles. Mirroring the Ace of Cups with the Novice of Cups. Unexpected love. Wealth forever. And the gift of loving. Gemini. You must open yourself up for an unexpected love that's coming in. Don't be too focused on what you think it's supposed to look like or who you think it's supposed to be with. That shit jumped out. If y'all could have seen it. That's why we're taking them. I'm deaf in my left ear. I can't hear shit. Well, fucking high-pitched frequency. Y'all give me a minute. Powerful things going for you, Gemini. There's a frequency shift. There's also something you don't want to hear. We're slowly coming back. I hate it when that happens. Okay. The Chatterling of Wands, the friend of a woman, friend of women, actually. No, friend of woman. No, women. Friend of women. This could be a friend. The Wheel. This is a fated event. The Wheel's coming under unexpected love, Gemini. There's a very fated event that's about to happen. It could be with travel, but not necessarily. It's like the stars are lining up, and I don't think you saw this coming at all. It's divine timing. And it could definitely be with a friend. And that's another reason you may not see it coming. But it's like complete. I mean, you started out with the Novice of Cups, which is related to the Page or the Knight of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. That's beautiful. With the Wheel of Fortune. Are you kidding me? Two cards coming out. Unlock your emotions. The Abyss, it's related to the Emperor. And the Five of Pentacles, poverty. It's interesting because you've got forever wealth, but you've also got the Five of Pentacles. Gemini, I think you're much more wealthy and sort of blessed. Y'all know I hate the word blessed, but it is what it is. Gifted, fortunate than you may be giving yourself credit for. I think you want something that's possibly not meant for you, but you have something very, very amazing coming to you that you've got to unblock your emotions. You've got to take control. You've got to be the one in the driver's seat. Could be dealing with an Aries. The soul's deepest need, the Lovers. Gemini, you come out in your own reading. And it's coming underneath Friend of Women. Gemini, if you're scared to not have a true friend, a road dog, a ride or die, a companion to the end, you need not be. You need not be. All right, let's see what's going on in these love cards. Also, someone's possibly searching for their soul's deepest need, their soul's purpose, their life path. Like, what am I supposed to do from here? Am I always going to be a friend? Someone may feel like they're stuck in the friend zone, and that may well be. But I would urge you to look at a situation for what it is, because it's very important that you understand the way things are working right now. Gemini, whoever this is connecting with, you have something so magnificent and so unexpected coming. So don't turn it away. Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. What did I just say? What did I just say? Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Can't make it up. All right, let's get into the specifically romantic part of your read. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Anyone dealing with Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. General read, of course, not going to resonate with everyone. Feel free to check out your other signs or book a personal read. I want to stop for a moment and thank my guides, my guardians, my ancestors, but most of all, most importantly, my creator, but also any lesser deities that you choose to come forward and help me with these messages for every single one of you today. And I want to thank all of you for connecting with me here and now. Libra energy coming out for you. Venus energy, balance, truth. And remember, she's got that blindfold on. She's also on a pile of skulls. There's an old way of thinking, sort of being, you know what I mean? Nah, I don't even have words. It's like, it's back there. It's like floating away. What a beautiful little butterfly. There's transformation happening, Gemini. It's absolutely beautiful. But I do think there's also a part of you that there's a kink here that's not accepted. or that you think someone won't accept, or that you may be feeling guilty about. Again, it's natural, it's human. But I do see this being, she's got cushions under her knees. So whatever this is, I feel like it's very gentle, okay? I feel like the universe is being really gentle with you. Gentle with the truth. Okay, you've got the Seven of Wands here. Okay, again, trust, okay, letting the situation unfold naturally. There's no reason to force anyone or anything or any situation. It will come when it comes. That could also be part of that kink. And don't, look, no judgment. If something is consensual, if it's consensual, no matter what it may look like to other people, you do you, boo. The Seven of Cups. Okay, there could be quite a bit going on in the head. A little bit of illusion. A lot of daydreaming, possibly. This very much looks like he's naked, he's at the table, right? He's there, but he's not really there, right? He's so involved in his food to the point where his face is blocked and he's like got that shit up to his mouth, like just like that must be some good shit. She, on the other hand, is on the table looking just at him, okay? Nothing else. One person I feel like is very focused on the other, and the other person is taking care of other things, other needs. Food is a need. You need food to fuel your body. So it's possible that one person may have just a little bit too much time on their hands as to why they are daydreaming, or, you know, Seven of Cups, it's a lot about illusion, it's mysticism. It's often, to me, it speaks of like Pisces energy. We do have something going on with Neptune currently, so that could be it as well. But also it can be not being very practical, right? Wanting an end goal that's not very practical with the way that it's being gone about, right? She's not going to get anywhere with a person who's busy feeding themselves, right? If they're truly busy and they're really that hungry, and he looks to be real hungry, it's not very practical for her to just jump his bones right now. You know what I mean? I'm hearing like take a step back. And you do have two sevens back to back. You got the Seven of Wands with the Seven of Cups. All right, and then you have the Tower, Gemini. You have something so profound coming for you and to you, but you've got to let it happen. Okay, you've got to let it happen. You have this major, major transformation. Something has been built on, you know, the Tower comes to change. It's inevitable change. It can be chaotic. It is not necessarily, but it is change. It is change. It is breaking down a foundation that will rebuild a more firm foundation. I want to get another card to expand on that. The Three of Cups. Okay. He's off in another, like, oh, he's in a whole nother space. Obviously enjoying what she's doing, but also looking away from her. If you can see that. He's grabbing her, and she very much looks like she wants to get away. I don't know if that's not going to focus. What is going on, camera? Look, she's pointing in this direction like, I gotta go. There's something that doesn't want to be faced here. Or someone is not facing. With the Seven of Swords. Someone's being self-deceptive, self-delusional. With the Devil card. It's very pushy energy. Very pushy energy. It's very hard. No pun intended. It's rough and it's pushy and it's not quite right. And it's a little bit toxic and it's possessive. Bottom of the deck. The Emperor. I love it. Taking control. This is the second time you've got the Emperor. You got it in the first deck and you got it in the second deck. It's very much about taking control of your life, taking control of your emotions, and also being very vocal about what you are okay with and what you are not okay with. It's like she's trying to make him comfortable with her, and he is, but then he's got this like weird little person that is a jester, like making fun and looking up underneath his business, and you can see he's not comfortable with that, right? It's very important that you take charge of your life, Gemini, and what you are and what you are not comfortable with, what you will and what you will not accept. Okay? Underneath that, you have the Ace of Cups. It's beautiful if you can handle it. He's struggling like a to keep that cup up, while she is in a state of ecstasy. She's loving every minute of it. She has no idea what's going on down here, and he's about to drop that cup. It's beautiful. The Ace of Cups is beautiful energy if you can keep it up, if you can hold it up. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do or that you don't think you're up for the challenge to, okay? There's something that is a little bit toxic or even invasive or in the way. There's something here that's it's a struggle to keep it up. It's going to fall. You've got the Tower, and I mean, you can see clearly he's about to drop that cup. Look, I mean, look at how far he is down in his stance. He's about to fall. And underneath that, you have the Strength card. Someone is standing so strong in their way of thinking or doing something. And Gemini, you should be really careful with that if this is you or whoever this is, because you can see she's seducing him, and you know, it's like she can't get out of the situation. So what does she got? Well, she got that diamond between her legs. That's what she has. So while he's all in that, she's taking that sword to kill him with. Be very careful with how you push someone or how you trap someone or pin someone up against the wall. Let it happen naturally. Gemini, remember the first part of the reading. You have something so beautiful coming for you. You just have to accept that it is coming. You don't have to force it. You don't have to rush it. It's beautiful just the way it is, in the divine timing that it will get there in. Okay? Let's see who's next. Full moon in Scorpio. Who is next? Virgo. Let's see what y'all been talking about. Karma. Hey, Danny. Danny, if you're still there, will you drop a link to your channel? That is the channel. That's the collaboration. We will be on Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Northern Comfort Tarot. All right. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Anyone dealing with Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. This is not necessarily time specific. We are doing it in a full moon energy. But energy and time is fluid. So take it as it resonates. It's general. It's not going to resonate with everyone. Virgo. Give me the messages that I need for Virgo. You are. Okay. So if you'll drop a link to your channel, and then anyone who wants to go ahead and go over there and subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we will be there live for you on Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern. $40 reads. For that money, you get 2 readers, 2 perspectives, 2 channels, okay? A whole read from 2 separate people. So it's $20 each. That's a steal. And in between also, we'll probably do some $10 and $20 $1 and 3 card pulls. Sorry, I just had a break right. Yeah, but that'll be live for you Saturday on his channel at 9 p.m. Eastern. Go check it out. Also, if you want a personal read from me, that link will be in the description. It is not currently, but you can go to any one of my other videos and get that information. Also, shop information and anything else you need to connect with me, buy from me, or whatever the hell you need to do, whatever you think you may need to do. Virgo, let's get it. Juggling work. 2 of Pentacles right off the bat. I'm tired, boss. You need a break? Virgo, I feel like you're keeping yourself busy for a reason, possibly a distraction. You may want pleasure, you may want fun, you may want to start a relationship or even work on an existing relationship. But you may just be too busy spreading yourself like just way too thin, or, you know, and maybe you can't take off. Maybe, you know, maybe there's a situation where you got to get that paper. But it kind of feels like it's taking a bit of a toll on you. All right, the 2 of Cups, romance. Yeah, you're definitely juggling work and romantic life. There needs to be a balance even. For those of you that are in an existing relationship, it may also be a situation where one party may kind of need to step up. One person may feel, or one partner may feel a little bit more taken advantage of, or like they're putting in more effort here also. Okay, with the rebirth, the end of judgment. All right, the Judgment card. Yeah, this, again, there's got to be balance restored in this relationship, be it romantic, business, whatever. There's definitely a rebirthing of whatever is happening here. This is a whole new way of doing something. I feel like you're over it. Honestly, I feel like you're over it. I don't feel like it's working out. I feel like you're very tired. You're tired of it. Even, I mean, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Like, even the thought of putting any more into this, one way or the other, may make you tired. And that if it is you that is juggling a work and a romance, that's really not the other person's fault. You see, like, if they're giving you everything and you never really have 100% to give them because you've spread yourself so thin somewhere else, it's really not their fault. It may not be your fault either, because the bills don't stop coming. You see what I'm saying? There's really not a place to put the blame, but it does need to change. There does need to be a rebirth, a death and a rebirth happening, okay? We do need to, the Judgment card is all about sincerity of the heart, and I often refer to it as, you know, Mayat's scales and feather. So it is about atoning for your sins. It is about sort of owning what it is, whatever it may be, where you are, you know, needing to grow or needing to let things go or take, you know, your rightful ownership of a situation, okay? And make a final decision of how this is going to go for you. The Virgo, I know. Oh. Salvation through love. The 10 of Cups. I love it. I love it because you got the 2 of Cups with the 2 of Pentacles and the rebirth. So if you are in an existing relationship, you absolutely can salvage this, okay? It's not too late, especially if you're in a long-lasting relationship. If this has been going on, there's definitely a situation here. I mean, like, y'all have been through it. There's a lot here. I definitely think it's worth giving it a go, a new, fresh start. And possibly just letting sleeping dogs lie for some of y'all. I'm seeing someone literally beat a dead horse. So for some of you, there may be situations that have come up that it may not be even worth discussing. What happened in the past happened in the past. If you're going to forgive, doesn't mean you have to forget, but it does mean you have to stop throwing shit in the other person's face and just leave it where it's at, and that is in the past. Bury it. It's done. It's over. Fresh start. Okay, there is salvation through love. There is major fulfillment and contentment here. Can be. Okay, with, wait for the moment. Again, the 7 of Pentacles. Are you willing to invest in that space? Is that something you're willing to do? Are you willing to be patient enough to invest in it? Remember, the Seven of Pentacles is a very slow energy, very slow. It's planting like slow, like freaking planting an avocado tree from seed, slow. Okay, avocado tree takes like 10 to 15 years to produce fruit. Slow. And often people think of it as a failure. No, it's not necessarily a failure, but it's definitely not quick results. Bottom of the deck, peace after pain. We are definitely tapping in to someone who has been through it. This is a long-standing relationship, possibly even separation. In separation, yeah, I'm hearing like marriage, but not divorce. So it could be separation, even people that are at a distance from each other, possibly, even if it's not a physical distance, it could definitely be an emotional or a mental distance where you're just not communicating like you used to, or whatever the case may be. I definitely see that this can, woman of ideas, yeah. Someone's gonna have to take the reins and sort of like be the bigger person, or be the one that either steps up or steps back or steps off or drops something that they've been harping on, or whatever the case may be here. One of you is going to have to sort of take the initiative in this situation. You also have the shaman here, okay, which is related to the Hierophant, accept the mystery. Okay, so there's a massive amount of healing, but also this is a marriage, even if it's not a legal paper marriage. This could be, you know, some people go together for 40 years and never actually get married. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? But this is definitely a committed relationship. Could be dealing with Taurus energy, not necessarily, but Taurus energy does require work, okay? But also with the shaman, it's much about healing and also about accepting that you may never know, right? Accepting the mystery of not always having the answer, of not always being able to get closure or a conclusion, or as to why did you do that to me. Some people just make mistakes. Some people just do shit on a whim. I mean, I'm specifically being led to tell you, not every decision that a person makes has anything to do with you. So if someone has stepped outside of the relationship, you're going to have to understand that you can't keep saying what's wrong with me. Probably nothing, most likely nothing. Not to say that you had no fault in it, but ultimately, when a person does that, that is all about them. They are not considering you, and you need to understand that. And so to go forward in a relationship like that, if that is the case, you are just going to have to let it go. And if you cannot, that's okay too. If you can't let it go, that's okay too. But you need to do what's right for you, and no one deserves to be in a constant state of fucking not knowing where they stand or turmoil. Virgo, your reading is heavy. Like, I got pressure on my chest and everything. I feel like it's so heavy because it is heavy. This is a long-standing relationship or a long-standing way of life, and it is a serious struggle and a juggle, and there is a serious connection here. So it is as heavy as it feels. Soulmate just popped right out on top of the Two of Cups. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this, and they will manifest physically. Even if you're dealing with the same person, you know, sometimes it takes longer for, you know, your partner to evolve than you. So they may actually be your soulmate, but maybe not be acting like it. And, you know, they're obviously your soulmate on some level if you're with them, especially if you've been with them for any length of time. I'm sure you've learned many lessons of the soul through this person. But sometimes they're not at their fullest potential, or even halfway to their fullest potential. But, you know, if you believe in them, again, with that Seven of Pentacles, how much work and patience are you willing to have in that situation? Totally up to you. All right. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. There you have it. as I've been saying throughout the reading, you're going to have to let some things go. You're going to have to surrender. It does not make you weak. In fact, some would argue that in order to surrender, in order to be submissive, takes much more courage and strength to do that than to continue to fight a point that's dead anyway. Okay. These are the readings for Sun, Moon, Rising. Did you miss Pisces? No, we have not done Pisces. What other sign was that? Gemini? Was it Gemini? We've already done Gemini. All right, let's get into the specifically romantic part, which this is already a romantic read, but let's get into it anyway. Pull a few of these cards for you. Okay, the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords. Okay, so the Queen of Swords obviously means that there does possibly need to be some things that are cut out, okay? Also, saying exactly what you mean, how you mean it, unapologetically, okay? But not be cold about it. Be careful with the way you say things. You don't, like, nobody wants to be an ice queen, right? But in this particular deck, you see two women together, and that is to symbolize the feminine nature that is needing to be nurtured, okay? Someone doesn't feel, as we stated from the beginning, someone does not feel like the effort is getting put back into them. Someone's sensitivity and more feminine side needs or wants, feels as they feel it needs to be catered to in a way. Libra energy coming out for you, okay? Justice. It's interesting that you get the Two of Swords with the Justice because, as I said, someone needs to speak their truth unapologetically. This is what I need. This is what I want. This is what I expect, okay? There needs to be a balance. Remember, you started out with the Two of Pentacles, and now you got the Justice. This reading is 100% about needing something very even, right? Even, equal partner, at least in some aspects. There's a lot of healing in your reading, Virgo. A lot of healing that needs to take place. The Empress. I love this card because she's getting down and dirty in the middle of the street, right? She's an older woman, we can see. But it doesn't mean she's lost it. It doesn't mean she's lost her touch. It doesn't mean she can't do things that younger people can do. And I love this in this reading specifically because I'm getting a very like long relationship type of vibe. I'm getting a very older vibe. And so with that Queen of Swords and that Empress with the Justice in between, either someone feels like they're no good because they're older, or they're being made to feel that way. Like there's always going to be some up and coming younger person. Like they're being made to feel like the other partner wants someone younger or possibly even just more youthful or with more energy. And this could be speaking to you to take a more youthful approach. If you have gotten the whole grandma mindset, I don't give a shit if you're 70. Dude, you can, come on now. It doesn't stop working like that, especially if you're a woman. But there's a lot of feminine energy out here in just these three cards in just this deck. And the reason I bought this deck is because it's very mutual. It has just as much feminine energy as it does masculine energy. This is a lot of feminine energy that doesn't feel like it's being catered to, possibly because of age, possibly they feel like their body's changed, they don't have what it takes anymore, they're not being admired. This card speaks solely of needing that feminine, just sensitive and sort of intimacy catered to, and it's not being done. Could be same-sex relationship, not necessarily though. That's not what that card specifically speaks of. Ace of Swords. Virgo, you're going to have to speak up. You're gonna have to speak up. There's something that you need to make very, very clear to someone. They need to make a decision, or you need to make a decision. But you can't, whoever this is resonating with cannot keep going on in this energy. Someone's definitely had thoughts of going elsewhere. Okay, 10 of Wands. There's a lot of responsibility here. Someone maybe even have already gone out of the relationship, because I got that from the beginning. But in any event, someone almost feels like they have to go outside of the relationship to get their needs met. Not necessarily. I mean, yeah, maybe. But if you're not going to speak up about it, if you're not going to be vocal, you know, about the responsibilities that the other partner isn't meeting, then how they can't, they're not going to be able to read your mind. You shouldn't expect them to read your mind. No matter how in tune you are, you should never take for granted that they know what you're thinking, especially when the first card you got was the juggle of work and love. They're probably not even on that level thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a person who's solely work driven. Like their mind isn't even like on the intimacy of the relationship. You see what I'm saying? The bottom of the deck, the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Okay, it's the card of tradition. Y'all may need to just go on and spice some shit up. Maybe y'all need to get down and dirty in the street or on the bleachers or in the car doing 70 down the highway. I don't know. But maybe the traditional missionary style is just not getting it anymore. Yeah, I'm just saying. With the Ace of Pentacles. Play around. No foreplay? What? Shit. Next. I'm about to have to go get me another bottle of water, y'all. Wine better with age. I know that's right. More experience, more technique. Leo. Yeah, y'all, I am out of water. And I'd like to continue for you. So, I'm gonna put on some music. We're gonna take a break. I'm gonna go get some water and take a restroom break, and I'll be back. It may cut, but it'll come right back. right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Anyone dealing with a Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the full moon, Scorpio full moon? Let's see what we can get for you. Take the energies and put them where they apply. Energies are interchangeable. It's general. It's not going to resonate with everyone. If you'd like a personal read, you can find that later on in this description box, but on any of my other videos. Death could be dealing with a Scorpio. Definitely an ending and a beginning to something. You are mortal. What you feel is valid. What you feel is human, Leo. You could be connecting to your primal nature also. Understanding that, you know, if things on the body give out, the body has needs, all kinds of, you know, humans are weird creatures. We really are. But this moon could be something really big for you. Scorpio coming out, first card. All right. Salvation through love, 10 of Cups. You may definitely have an ending to something and a beginning to something else that's far more fulfilling. Don't be scared to let go. Don't be scared to let go of people. Don't be scared to let go of things. Don't be scared to let go of addiction. Don't be scared to let go of vices. Don't be scared to let go of jobs or houses or anything. There's something so fulfilling through love coming for you, Leo. I almost said Gemini. There could be overlapping energy there. And it could be happening in Gemini season. The Devil and the 9 of Cups. Happiness. All right, so be aware of behavior, be aware of things that you're holding on too tightly to. As I said, you got the Death card, the first card out, also overlapping with Capricorn energy. Could be dealing with a Capricorn or be dealing with someone that's dealing with a Capricorn, okay? But ultimately, I would say, again, don't be too scared to let things go. Remember, the Devil has a lot to do with very strong attachments. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not, okay? Don't be scared to let go. Do not allow your possessions to possess you. I cannot stress that enough. Okay, there's something so, look, you got the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups here. Okay, I love it. I love that you'll find happiness, true happiness, through the salvation of love. And don't forget, you're human. You're human. It's okay. Whatever you go through, it's probably a human thing to go through. Leo, I'm getting a little bit of a state of bliss with you. So this could be something that you're in right now. I'm hearing ignorance is bliss. There may be something that you don't know about that you soon will. There may be something presented to you that you would have rather not known about, okay? But also you could just be in a state of bliss. I mean, this energy does that. Yes, it's Scorpio energy. Yes, it's intense, but it's also got this thing going on with Neptune, with Neptune that's making it much more flowy and harmonious, right? But also this will get you to those depths of the depths that make you feel extremely connected. And as far as love and romance go, the heart of a lion, I mean, come on, Leo is very, very passionate, especially, well, any of them, but you know, Leo, Venus, and Leo moon, okay? All right, so you have the end of delusion here. With the 10 of Swords, the 2 of Cups, romance, easy money, 6 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Pentacles, juggling work. Wow, Leo. All right. Let me just show these to you really quick, then we're going to dive in. You've got the end of delusion, the Ten of Swords coming up underneath that Death card. So if you're using someone, or someone has been using you, or you've been being lied to, or whatever the situation may be, the Ten of Swords deals with deception, lies, people crossing one another, people stabbing other people in the back, doing things in secret, okay, using people, abusing people, all of these things. You've also got the Devil, so let's not forget that toxic behavior. I've got a serious pain going on up here in my shoulder. Never mind, scratch that. I know who that is. Sorry. The Two of Cups. So this is definitely the end of a delusion as far as a partnership or a romance goes. Could be business partner, because you are getting the Six of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles, okay? Easy money. There may be a job coming to an end for you as well. Remember, Scorpio energy, the Death card, first energy out. So it could be very much a business partnership that's coming to an end. I'm hearing side gig for some of you, so maybe it's not your main source of income, or if it is your main source of income, you still have the side hustle to fall back on, okay? I feel like it's going to be fine, but there is a juggle, possibly getting back on your feet or even staying on your feet, okay? But what I will say is the end of this delusion and bullshit that's going on with whatever this death is, whatever this is that's coming out or being addressed, as far as a partner of some sort goes, or a decision that's been made either in business or romance, it does bring about more of a balanced energy and also more of an equal energy, okay? I'm also hearing equal opportunity. Some of you, specific, this is very specific, it's not for everyone, but someone didn't get a job, you can go back and throw the equal opportunity in their face. You will get that job. Don't know who that's for, but it's coming through. Okay, let's get some love cards out for you. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Leo, what did I say? You gotta, please do not be scared to let whatever this is go. Don't be scared, because I mean, I see it's very, very hardcore attached with this Devil energy. It's seriously something that you need to be aware of and be very present with, because it's creating a lot more blockage than I think you believe it to be. Okay. Let's get into these cards for you. Y'all don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and all of that. Comment, whatever you feel like you want to do. Yeah, the Judgment card coming. Hey, Diana. Hey, Oracle in the Stone. Okay, so in this card, they're being judged, obviously, for their behavior sexually, right? Not only that, but he's either uncovering their true nature or trying to cover them up because there's a shame factor. Either way, it's coming out. There's a truth here that's coming out. There's an end of a delusion. Whatever's happened here, like someone's really has not spoken what they really feel in their heart, what they feel to be right for them, okay? I'm hearing caught up. Someone may have gotten caught up in a situation or gotten caught in a situation even. The Three of Cups. Yeah, it's not, yeah. What does that look like to y'all? I mean, come on. Someone got caught in a situation. But it's important to forgive and heal from this. And this isn't even necessarily the relationship that you're currently in, Leo, okay? This could be a situation that's still weighing on you from the past and causing havoc in your current relationship from being cheated on or living a certain lifestyle in a past relationship, or even in this relationship. You may have lived different lifestyles in the past with this relationship that you no longer live, that are still weighing heavy on you, that you are not as comfortable as you may have made it out that you were, okay? Nonetheless, the Judgment speaks of an ending and a rebirth, okay? It also, with the Three of Cups, is a card of celebration. So no matter what it is, you still have that sort of light at the end of the tunnel going on here if you choose to let these things die. Okay, you've got the Emperor here. Again, this card speaks of getting your emotions and everything under control, and also taking responsibility for what you are putting yourself through or putting another through. He is trying to be comfortable because he's with a woman here and she's all up on him and it's going good, but he's also got this weird little guy here in a jester uniform that is lifting up his robe to show his business, and he's got his hands under there, and he's, you can see he is not comfortable with that. He's trying to remain seated there, but you can see clearly he's not comfortable with that. There's a situation here that someone has agreed to or gotten themselves into that they are not comfortable with, whether this was a threesome that went into something else, whether this is a swinger lifestyle, or whether this is a past relationship that something happened and you said you were okay with it, but you weren't, or even current, like maybe something happened in the past and you were like, oh, I'm over it, I forgive you, but really you didn't. You're getting the card of forgiveness. There's a whole, you're going to have to be real with yourself, Leo. You're going to have to be real with yourself, or whoever may be dealing with this energy. It's not necessarily the Leo's energy, but we're reading it from the perspective of the Leo because it's a Leo reading. Okay, Four of Cups. Looky Lou over here, peeping Tom, okay? Overindulgence. And I mean, and you can see that in this card as well, right? How many people do you need, right? Hey, look, no judgment. I deal with all types of relationships and all types of people and all types of lifestyles. But for this particular reading, it looks like it's a little bit of an overkill for someone as the other person sees it. It's nothing wrong with having 20 wives if that is okay with your 20 wives and you can handle it. You know what I'm saying? But in this particular situation, someone, I'm telling you now, is not okay with it. They're not okay with it. And they're peeking around the corner. They don't even have the balls to be honest about it. Two of Coins. Okay? Balance. Putting things back into perspective. Giving it a chance to be balanced. Okay, no more juggling. No more juggling thoughts, no more juggling feelings, no more juggling people. Okay, even the ones that are in polyamorous relationships and open relationships and that are truly okay with it, if this is truly the way you're wired, there's never a feeling of fighting for attention. There's never a feeling of juggling the other one, you know, if it's sincere. But I'm telling you now, in this situation, someone's not okay with it. And so this needs to be restored, okay? The balance and the understanding and the agreement even needs to be restored. Bottom of the deck, Three of Wands, okay? So there's definitely things coming in, but also there's a fear of jumping here, okay? There's a whole aspect of pleasure. And when I'm hearing, this is so weird. I'm hearing, when is it my turn to be pleasured, right? I think it's also interesting that you can't see his head. This is really just focused on the lower half of his body and her, right? This is a faceless person. This is a person this doesn't want to be in the picture mentally. So either they've taken themselves out emotionally or mentally, right? Or they're not to be seen, or they're not to be heard. They're scared to, like, sort of, you know, be their true selves. Is a whole lot going on. But it's definitely scared. It's someone that's scared to take that next phase. Okay, here with the Wheel of Fortune, it's going to come. It's what's happening here is it's turning. No matter how it turns or what it may look like, or who doesn't want to see or doesn't want to speak, it's turning. Okay, things are changing. No, that's not right. Things have already changed. It's just a matter of acknowledging it. It's already changed within. It's just a matter of acknowledging it. And I don't think you need to be scared to lose someone if that is the case. If they're going to go based on that, then let them go. They're not meant for you, or you're not meant for them anymore, okay? There's something better for you out there always. Scorpio. Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Scorpio for the Scorpio full moon. Anyone dealing with a Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, this is general. It's not going to resonate with everyone. Okay? Scorpio, I'm really drawn to the blue and purple in this card. So there's a lot to do with speaking what you intuitively know or see, okay? There's a lot to do with your higher self and speaking not only what you're passionate about, but your very spiritual mission, journey, statement, or even visions here. It's time to speak, Scorpio. It's time to speak. First card out. First card out, Scorpio. You would appear in your own reading on a Scorpio full moon, okay? You are mortal, Scorpio. And you may have trouble adjusting to that. Scorpios often do. Because they're intense and they're intuitive, especially if you've got a lot of water in your chart or a lot of Scorpio in your chart. It can be hard to adjust and try to just live a regular ass human life, okay? The Queen of Swords, she thinks the unthinkable. Apprenticeship, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Star card, healing after destruction. I love it. Could be dealing, you got Aquarius and Scorpio on the board, okay? So let me just show these to you. We'll dive into this real quick. All right, Scorpio, you are in major manifestation mode, okay? You're also speaking your truth. You're not taking any shit, and rightfully so. This is a very spiritual time for you. It's a very connected time. It's a time where you desire not just sex, you desire intimacy. If you can't give that to me, then move over so someone else can. This is the energy that you're in, especially with the Eight of Pentacles. I don't think you're scared at all to have a new start. I think you've been ready for a new start. Okay, you may be working on new projects, you may be thinking of implementing new things into an already existing project, okay, but the healing after the destruction, okay, so you're in a major healing point of life, and that's kind of what this energy does anyways, all right, but you're also on your divine path with that star energy. All transformation and healing for Scorpio their whole life, right, honestly. There's a lot of healing taking place for Scorpio, for everyone across the board. But in the Scorpio moon, of course, the one that's going to be affected the most is the Scorpio. So there's going to be a lot that's sort of surfacing, okay? And you're dealing with it. You're dealing, and I don't feel any fear, especially not with the death, with the Queen of Swords coming right after it, and the devil. Be aware. You're getting the devil underneath the death. Okay, Capricorn energy. Be aware of attachments. Be aware of toxicity. Be aware of being too attached. Again, you're got that Leo reading. Yeah, that Leo energy kind of overlapping there. Similar read, right? Don't be scared. Just because it's always been doesn't mean it'll always be. Doesn't mean it has to always be. Okay? Just because it's a strong attachment doesn't mean you don't let it die. Okay? The Tower, shattering of structure, and that is coming under the Queen of Swords. Okay, Scorpio energy twice coming out in the Scorpio reading. All right, there's something major ending for you. But what is the Tower? The Tower comes to change and build back up. It comes to transform. It doesn't just come to cause chaos, right? Neither does the Star, neither does the Death card, neither does the Devil. And also, where are your commitments truly? Okay? Because the Devil also speaks of committing to things, and it speaks of, it's Capricorn, so it's major work energy and putting in that work. With the Tower, what is the Tower but an empire, okay? Shattering of structure. There may be a whole new way of doing things for you, Scorpio, and I don't think you're scared of that, not at all. Unexpected love. I think you've known that there's something that needs to give in order to usher in this. And that unexpected love is coming under the Eight of Pentacles, which is something new. It's an apprenticeship. It's something that you've never done before, not in this way, maybe even with this person. And maybe they've never done it this way before, okay? The Queen of Wands, woman of the hearth fire. Sexy, rexy. I love it. The Queen of Wands is very seductive. She is always feeling herself. She is the shit, and she knows she's the shit. She's in competition with no one. She seduces. She's the lady in red. Well, or she's the naked lady on this card right now, but you know what I'm saying, okay? The Queen of Wands, she's very passionate. And you've got the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands here. You got Scorpio's powerful energies across the board. You've got 4 major arcana out of 8 cards, half and half. Okay, bottom of the deck, the Sun. There's the masculine energy. There's the Leo energy. Okay, life's joyful admiration. Overall, what you are doing is taking you to the place that you've always wanted to be. This is a whole situation where I always tell people, be careful what you ask for, because you just may get it. So in order to have this ultimate form of happiness, and possibly the Sun speaks of childbirth as well, okay, children. So in order to have this, you've got the Lovers right underneath that. There's some things that need to be switched around and shaken up, okay? Let's get you some of these love cards. Playfulness. That's the Sun card. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. 2 cards of healing. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. We're not taking these because they fell out really funky. 1 second, y'all. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. All right. The Eight of Coins. Again, Scorpio. It's a whole new world. I love it. You got the Eight of Coins twice. You're getting a lot of repeat energy, so we know this is meant to be, right? Whatever is happening for you right now, wherever you are in life, you're pretty, most of you, not all of you, but most of you are pretty okay with it because you understand that this has been a long time coming, okay? No pun intended. There's also... Okay, let's be adults, Rebecca. Let's be adults. There's double penetration happening in this picture, telling me that this is multifaceted. This has multiple meanings. So currently you're experiencing things, Scorpio, that are hitting on so many levels, like especially in your romantic relationship. You're seeing things like over here during the day that are manifesting over here at night in your romantic relationship, or vice versa. Also, you're seeing situations in your relationship manifest or give you signs and symbols of other messages. Am I making sense? It's very multidimensional what's happening with you right now, Scorpio. Okay, the Five of Wands. Okay. He's actually pulling the shirt over her face right there and sort of forcing her to undress, okay? So the Five of Wands speaks of conflict, okay? It speaks of confrontation. It's an argumentative energy, but it also speaks of other people's bullshit, okay? So with the Eight of Coins here, it's very possible that you have someone trying to pull the wool over your eyes. It's very possible that you have outsiders trying to cause a situation where you don't embark on this new journey with this new person, or whatever the case may be. The Moon. Secrets, 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 secrets. She's pushing him out the window. Someone just got home, knocked on the door, and here, take your clothes, take your shit, get out, hurry. Secrets, secrets, and more secrets. Scorpio. But what else is the Moon? Pisces energy. Okay. But also, secrets come into light. It's daylight outside that window, okay? And let's keep going. It's also the unknown, okay? There could be some conflict for something that, you know, simply just because you don't know it yet doesn't mean it won't be presented to you, and doesn't mean it's necessarily a secret out of, you know, ill intention, though it would appear in this reading it kind of is looking like that. Yep, and there's the Sagittarius. There's the Temperance. There's the shit going on underneath the table that he can't see. There's some shit about to come out if it hasn't already. If it hasn't already, Scorpio. But you already knew that, didn't you? I can't stand people that want to try to get over on a Scorpio. Hey, bitch. Human lie detector. But also the Temperance speaks of healing, okay? I have no idea what happened there. It just cut. Okay, King of Wands with the Six of Cups. Whatever this is, it's either been going on for a long time or it will be going on for a long time. So if someone is trying to pull the wool over your eyes, it can last as long or as little as you want it to be. Okay, there are things coming back from the past. The King of Wands speaks of action. Okay, it's very, Wands is phallic anyways. It's very passionate energy, but it's definitely something, especially with that Six of Cups there, that's been going on. This is a person's nature. This is how they are. This is how they've always going to be. It may not even be worth your time, especially if you're trying to turn over a new leaf. Yep. The Three of Pentacles with Libra energy, Justice. And you see her eyes are covered as well. It ain't even worth it. And I think you understand that you need to go and build and do you, Scorpio, because this shit, it ain't even worth it. That's a whole lot of let them do that shit over there. Sorry, not sorry. Let it go with the Three of Cups. Whether it's a love triangle, someone going outside the relationship, someone juggling someone, or just some busybody trying to create a wedge. Doesn't matter. It is who they are. Leave it alone. Let it go. It's not worth it. Because, remember, Queen of Wands, you are the shit. And you, every door that closes, another one opens. You're in the middle of a major transformation. Don't let anybody stop you from that. Don't let anybody get in the way of that. Fuck them and feed them fish heads. Ain't never found no justice with any Libra. Okay, well, Pisces. Some real funky energy, y'all. The camera cut right in the middle of the Scorpio reading. The dog went crazy. Some real funky energy going on. It's probably ugly sitting right outside my door right now. Something big just shifted, like, ew, I feel like I need to get up and burn something. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Anyone dealing with Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, remember this is general, okay? And also the energy is interchangeable. Whoa. Pisces, a whole little stack flipping out here for you, all right? Wealth Forever, Ten of Pentacles. The Earth Mother, Queen of Pentacles. The Abyss, okay, related to the Empress, Unblock Your Emotions. The Four of Swords, Inward Study. And the Four of Pentacles, okay. Miserliness. I don't think I know that word. I don't know that word, obviously, because I don't know how to pronounce it. All right. Let me show these to y'all quickly, and then we'll get in to this little stack that just wanted to come out on its own for you, Pisces. All right. So Pisces seems to be in a very comfortable situation, okay, a very stable situation, but not quite emotionally stable and sound, okay? It's also a bit of a false sense of security, all right? Pisces seems to be in a very comfortable situation, but also very stagnant and stuck. I say this because you've got the Ten of Pentacles from the Queen of Pentacles. This is obviously everything you could want, right? At least as you feel it, or someone feels it with you. But then you come to the Emperor, which is unblock your feelings, and then you get the Four and the Four, which is all about stable foundations, With the Four of Swords and the Four of Pentacles in particular, this is about maybe resting a little too long, not making investments, being a little bit greedy, having serious control issues, not necessarily over other people, but not necessarily not, because remember that the Emperor can be very controlling, right? They can take that power and they can rule from a place of fear and manipulation versus compassion and actual love and wanting what is good for the people. So there can be an overbearing force here out of the need of just freaking control, okay? The Novus of Pentacles, the Witch, which speaks of the High Priestess. A lot of inner work going on with you, Pisces. The Lady of Cups, she seeks invite of wisdom. And the Ace of Pentacles, 2 cards of opportunity. Show these to you real quick here. And the bottom of the deck, Alliance. Okay. Again, you have someone in your corner, all right? You have the world at your fingertips, Pisces. I think you always have. But what are you going to do with it? All right? You have major opportunity here to focus and manifest what you want. But you also have a lot of secrets. You also have a lot of things. You have everything you need to do what you need to do. Remember that the witch she manipulates energy, right? In the traditional deck, the High Priestess, she has all the keys to whatever knowledge in whatever realm she seeks, right? Extremely intuitive, but also ignoring that intuition for a comfortability, right? A state of comfortability. Okay, you also have the Lady of Cups here. She seeks invite of wisdom. There's a message of even opportunity that I think you may miss if you continue to have this emotional block and this need to control. Okay, and you may be getting ready to embark on a situation either across the world or something that may change your world. You may find yourself in a situation that is going to, whether you sort of manifest this for yourself or create the opportunity for yourself or whatever this may be, you may find that you're about to encounter a situation that changes your whole world. And I think if you lean into that, I think it's going to be great from what I see here. Friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. Okay? You know, Pisces, sometimes, and I don't know who I'm speaking to, somebody, we can be so spoiled and get everything we want, or everything we think we want, that it can become really boring. You can be spoiled to the point of thinking the grass is greener on the other side. Don't think you can't. You can. Okay? If this is a situation where you've gotten out of touch with someone, be it a friend or a partner, if you've sort of sucked up everything they had to give and then kind of thrown them to the side, expecting them to continue to make this sort of initial jump back into again, I'm getting like lean into the situation. Just be careful. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that's your situation, but somebody's situation. Be careful. New beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. And with that, I'll say, don't leave anyone on the hook or dragging anyone along or baiting anyone, or you know what I mean with that, okay? You also got reflection here. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So it's possible that there's been a fallout of some kind, most likely in a long-standing romantic relationship that somewhat, it's kind of like tit for tat. Well, if you're not going to talk to me, then I'm not going to talk to you. Well, if you're not going to make the initiative to have sex with me, then I'm not going to have sex with you. Or, you know, it's like, it's really like someone, even possibly both people, have gotten spoiled to the point of entitlement. That's what I was looking for, entitlement. But I do see a situation, whether you're creating it for yourself or it's being created for you from universe, that will cause a restructure. It's like a redo, a reset. It's a reset. Someone's in turmoil. Bad, 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 bad. 4 coins, again, control issues. Could be all work too. You could be really, really focused on getting them coins to the point. And here's another thing. Oftentimes, and water signs have a serious issue with this, more so I would say than even earth signs, because earth signs, it's just like your natural state to work like that. But water signs will intentionally throw themselves into work so that they don't have to deal with things that are out of their control. They will intentionally just completely dive into work so that they do not have to deal with the emotional shit, because it's way too emotional. And you can't control another's emotions, and oftentimes you have trouble even controlling your own emotions. So what water signs will do is dive into a completely different area to avoid that. The world. Major transformation for you too, Pisces. Okay, possibly even relocation. Again, for some of you, you're a little bit entitled. You're a lot of bit entitled. Some of you are outright rotten, but not all of you. Some of you need to make the jump. Some of you need to relocate. Some of you need to go out on your own and take responsibility for yourself, okay? Some of you need that independence. Some of you need to relocate, okay, and shed that old skin. Some of you need to be more comfortable with, if you look here, she's got a mirror, right? I wish that would focus. There we go. She's got a mirror down here so that she can see exactly what's going on. This is someone who's becoming very comfortable with themselves again, okay? We're adults. A lot of women are not comfortable with the way that they look in certain areas, and we all have insecurities, right? Especially in that area. This is a person who is releasing the control to look a certain way, to have a certain thing, to live a certain life, and they are getting reacquainted with being comfortable fully, truly with themselves and their sexuality. Three of Swords. Sorrow, heartache. Someone feels very trapped, but I feel like this person is only trapping themselves. I feel like this door to this prison is open. 100% it's open. Somebody just has to push it. But, you know, there's a lot of healing that needs to be done here, Pisces. In the heart space. Okay? The Chariot. There's movement. Either you want to move or you need to move. Going forward, Cancer energy. This moon is big for you too, Pisces. You may want to move forward from a broken heart. I feel like somebody wants something really different, though. I got to be really honest with you, Pisces. As I say that, the Four of Cups comes. Somebody's bored as fuck. They want something different. They need something different. They're peeking through that door, but it's almost like they don't have the courage to walk through it. Probably because they're real comfortable where they're at. First card out. First two cards out, actually. Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. They're in a stable enough situation to not rock the boat. But in this energy, you need to rock the boat. You need to rock the boat right the fuck up on out there. Did it really? All right, Six of Wands. Pisces, this is about you reclaiming you. This is about you going on your path and being victorious in your way, in your world, okay? How do you want the world to see you? How do you want to see yourself? You also see, like, this is a new house, like a little cottage off in the middle of nowhere. But it's taken from the perspective of way back here, like someone's just walking up and approaching the land or the driveway or whatever that is, right? I don't think you want to be where you're at anymore, Pisces. I think that's pretty clear. Whether it's with someone or just whether you're single or with someone, it really looks like it's not working for you anymore. And that could be from selfishness, or it could be legit. I feel like it's both, depending on where you stand. Okay? Taurus. We're going to do these in order. Taurus, Aries, Libra, Cancer. Okay? The deck is getting too small for me to shuffle. That's why. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Anyone dealing with Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Scorpio full moon? What do we need to know? Whoa. Let's see what those are. Lady of Pentacles, she earns her way. And Justice, wait for decision. All right, Lady Justice, balance here, Libra. Energy, Venus energy coming out for you. Could be dealing with a Libra, not necessarily. I feel like there's some truth going to come out, Taurus, or some truth that you want to say that may affect your job or may shake things up as far as stability in the home goes. Okay. I think Taurus got a similar read either at the beginning of this month or last month, where there was a relocation situation and there was a decision in sort of limbo of being made. So Taurus, there may be a situation, either you are the one that earned your way, or you're wanting someone to earn their way, or you're not leaving a situation because they earned their way. Either way, this is direct, like with the Lady of Pentacles and the Justice coming out back to back. This, whoever this Taurus is not asking for a handout. No doubt about that. The end of delusion. Okay, Ten of Swords, end of delusion. Like I said, there's some truth coming out. The Justice with the Ten of Swords. Great thing about the 10, it's an end of a cycle. And this is an independent energy, so no matter where you sit on this spectrum, you're not going to have a trouble or a problem leaving the situation, because you can totally do it on your own. But I would say it's probably best that you end this delusion now, especially if you are the type that earns your own way. Like if you're not asking for any handouts, like you do it yourself, and you do have people around you that are holding this Ten of Swords energy, like, no. Nay. All right. The turning in the journey, the moon. Oh, my. Do we have some secrets coming out, Taurus? But it's a turning point. Massive. Look at that. Truth coming out with the end of delusion and a turning in the journey. Definitely could be relocation. And also possibly a little bit of fear of relocation, because the moon, you know, we don't know what lies in that water. It's dark. We have shadows that look like real objects and real objects that look like shadows. Who knows, right? The moon is the unknown. But you're about to know with the Justice and the Ten of Swords. Four of Cups. Love changes. Okay, could be the dynamic of a relationship actually changing. Be dealing with Aries out here as well. You got Aries, Libra, Pisces. Okay, and again, unblocking emotions. Could be also someone wanting an emotional response from you, Taurus. You could be a little bit more reserved than someone you're dealing with would like. Woman of Ideas. I think you're going to be, if there was a decision you were trying to make, or you were in limbo of something, or wondering like the way something was going to go, I don't think there's going to be any question after, I would say, this week. This seems to be happening very fast, very fast. I don't think there's going to be a question of it. I think you've thrown a few things out there as to way it could go, or whatever you may be thinking is happening or going on, however this situation may be resonating with you, but I don't think there's going to be any question after about a week of exactly what's been going on here, or exactly what you're going to do from here, okay? She who controls the money. Money. Oh, he got money. You started out with she earns her way. You end with she controls the money. Such a Taurus energy, right? Money, money, money. Taurus really likes the finer things. I always say that. But it's like you don't care because they're willing to work for the finer things. This may be a very big financial investment. Okay, this could be even starting your own business and being very sure of who you go into partnership with, because with the Ten of Swords and the moon like that, you never know how business is going to go, right? I mean, even if you got the most loyal people and a solid plan. I mean, look at what just happened to the world. I'm sure there was a lot of people that had solid plans and they were up on their payments and they were doing good, but small businesses, when they shut down for however long we've been shut down, I mean, you just never know what's going to happen. So that's always a fear, but it's also a situation where this could even be a Taurus that currently is going through this situation. If that is the case, I do see you getting back on your feet and balance being restored. If this is a business for you, if you're the owner of a business, but also you could be thinking of starting a business and a little bit fearful, especially with what's gone on in the world right now. But it's very important that you make sure you know who exactly you're going into business with that Ten of Swords right there. Run the background check thrice. I'm hearing thrice, not twice, but thrice. Run it again. All right, let's get the love cards. Oh, you have a flip-flop. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. I love that for you, Taurus. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. That goes right along. I know these are love cards, but that honestly goes right along with if you are the small business owner or the one thinking of starting a business. You got one more that's wanting to come out for you. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Taurus, I feel like you've actually gotten this card in several readings. All right, that deck, I went to put it down. It actually just wanted to split in half. So there could be something separating or splitting, even splitting responsibilities or splitting up completely. Wanting to split, yeah. Not sure why that's significant for you, but it is. And obviously, not all of you. There's definitely some stagnant, stuck situation energy going on here. That is the first time the deck has gotten stuck through all of these readings. Deep breaths, Taurus. I don't know why, but I'm seeing somebody in a sombrero. Live your best life, boo-boo. I'm literally seeing somebody so out of place in a sombrero, but they are so happy. Like, yes, I love this. Somebody probably drinking a beer right now, sitting on their couch in an unnecessary sombrero, watching this fucking reading. Eight of Cups. I do see you walking away from something, Taurus. I saw that from the beginning. There's major change happening for you. This is either relocation, closing down a business, opening up a business, walking away from a relationship. But there is some fear of that next step, but I don't think that's going to hold you back at all. It usually doesn't hold Taurus back. Taurus is too bullheaded. Sometimes it's great and sometimes it's not. In this situation, I would say that it's great because that type of energy is definitely needed for this type of a push and a change. So I would say, because you know the Eight of Cups speaks of a lot of investment, period, but emotional investment. So again, Taurus, I don't know why I'm trying to do you a love reading, but it's really coming through as very much like business, work related. Sometimes you just have to cut the cord, like cut your losses, right? If you continue to feed into a situation, whether it's love or business, and it's just not there, you just end up really overexerting yourself for nothing, right? To no avail. Okay, so now you're getting the Six of Swords. You can't make this up. You're moving, Taurus. You're either moving away from someone or relocating. You may even be moving businesses. Some of you have found a cheaper spot. Some of you have a partner, and this is very specific, but some of you have a partner that's much better at money than you are. You need to trust them in a business sense. It's like you have all the ideas and everything that like makes a business work, but they have all of the savvy when it comes to money and money management. And yeah. Some of you are also dealing with a situation where shit's been embezzled, but we're not going to go into that because that's a whole nother read. But if that's you and you would like a personal read, you can hit me up because that is speaking to somebody. It's been coming through since I pulled the Taurus card before we actually pulled any cards at all. Okay? Knight of Pentacles. Low and slow, baby. Low and slow. All right? This is all about working hard and long and it really paying off. The Knight of Pentacles, it's slow, but it's steady and it's worth it because though it is slow, it's usually solid, okay? He's also he's making it rain. Like back in the day, right? Them coins. Could you imagine being a stripper back in the day? Being hit with... Let me stop. Hold on. Y'all, I've been in this shit too long. I've been on this fucking camera too long. He's happy. He's happy. And he's hardworking. He should be happy to spend a little and live a little, okay? Two of Wands. The world is in your hands. You definitely ball in your court, Taurus. But I think you're being told to get some outside advice, whether this is from a partner that's much better with money or finances or situations like this. Even if it's you, it could be also you deciding to move in with someone, right? It does seem to be some sort of outside advice that needs to be had. You're definitely changing directions though. I love this for you, Taurus. This is really beautiful. I mean, there's some kind of hard, cold truth coming out, but other than that, I mean, and that's not even bad. That's good. Okay, Knave of Wands. One hitter quitter. There with that big ass, I don't even know what that is. It's a bat, but it's got like all these knots and ridges. Like that's some bat there. But yeah, this is hit it and quit it, Playboy energy, but it's very passionate. It rushes in, very passionate. So I do see with the Two of Wands and the Knave of Wands like that, I see that what you, he's also really, really looking at her. So there's something here that's being looked at very carefully, which is good, because I do think that once you decide which direction you're going to go, I think you're going to be all in. And I think that's like what else is a Taurus going to do, right? Four of Cups. Well, this Four of Cups energy just keeps coming out. Okay. Again, I think you've been looking at a situation. I think you've been thinking about a situation. I think you are ready to move. And if I'm not mistaken, this type of energy came out for Taurus either the beginning of this month or last month, where it's like, I've been saying I'm going to do this. I've been saying I'm going to go. I've been voicing my opinion on where I want to relocate or what business I want to start or whatever the case may be. And now, Taurus, it's time to go. It's time to move. Look at that. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. I love this. I love this. All right. Aries energy up next. Yeah, it was Cinco de Mayo yesterday, but not a lot of people walked around with sombreros. I mean, most people are freaking on lockdown. But hey, if you're in the spirit in your living room, do you? It was a really funny image. I enjoyed it. I mean, Aries. What did I say? I don't know. I'm looking at Libra, but I'm trying to say Aries. I don't know what I said. Y'all, I'm getting tired. I'm getting loopy. All right, Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Anyone dealing with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? What do we got? Scorpio, full moon energy. This Aries is hurting today, but you made me laugh. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad. I'm Aries rising, and I had a bit of a brick to the face that kind of caused me some pain as well. Yeah, that's all right. And you know, the fucked up thing, like, it wasn't anything that I didn't expect or didn't kind of already know or know fully, actually. But it was still like, you know, when it's in your face, it's still kind of like, you know? If I had balls, it'd be a kick to the balls. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on. What do we need to know for this full moon? Lady of Cups, she sees intuitive wisdom. What was I just talking about? Knowing it, like I knew it, but then it was like right there. I wanted to be wrong. It was that situation, you know. I wanted to be wrong, and I wasn't wrong. I love that she's like looking here to walk through these doors, and there's actually water. So not only is she super intuitive but you know, water is very spiritual, and that's very clear water. It's also a time of reflection, right? And she has doors that are wide open to her to walk through when she's ready to walk through them. And it looks like she's getting ready to go ahead and take that walk. Okay, with the Wheel, you are lucky. fated events coming, the wheel is turning. It may look bad now, it may look good now, whatever it looks like, it's about to change. It's about to go forward. Could be a lot of karmic release as well, Aries. The Novus of Wands, the Catalyst. I love it. I love it. We talked about this in the live earlier. There will be people and things that come kind of in disguise, you know? They're a catalyst for change. They may think they're doing you harm. They may be out to do you harm. But will they? Probably not. Not if your heart's in a good place. Not if you're doing right. I mean, not saying it's not going to hurt, but they act as a catalyst to bring forward whatever you need to see or whatever you need to change or whatever this fated event may be for you, whatever karma even that you need to get rid of. I'm not forgetting Cancer. We've got cards here, baby. It's going to be Libra, and then Cancer just happened to be last. I'm sorry. But if you got to go, no worries. I will put timestamps, and you can always watch the playback. The Scholar. I'm telling you, there's a lot to be learned in this energy right now, Aries. You're in sort of in a period of learning and seeing, and again, cutting karmic cycles, getting out of old habits even. Listen to your intuition. Definitely listen to your intuition. I'm also seeing a lot of pink. So pink to me is very much about love, but it's more like a family love or a friendly love or, you know, mother and child love versus like a passionate romantic love. And this could even be the love that you need to have with yourself as well, Aries, while you go through this transition. Okay, Woman of the Hellfire, the Queen of Wands. You got this. You got this. This is going to, whatever this is, it brings you out so independent and so on top. I don't know that you've ever been that independent and on top before. The bottom of this deck, we have the Lovers, okay? The soul's deepest need. So you stay pure, you stay true to you, and it's going to be fine. The universe is giving you what you need, even if it looks absolutely horrible. I know that seems retarded and possibly even cliche, but it is giving you what you need so that you can fulfill your soul. It's giving you exactly what you need to see when you need to see it. Okay, let's get some of these love cards for you. That shit just like jumped out. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. What did I say before we started the reading? I said I already knew. Like it was a whole energy of already knowing. First card out. She seeks intuitive wisdom. Intuition is already speaking to her. Shit's about to change with that wheel coming in next. And deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. The Aries cards are just jumping out for you. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. You end here with the heart's deepest desire. You end here with all that your heart truly desires. Eight of Swords. It can create a mental block if you let it. If you let it. It's real easy to do. if you have so much pent up against you. And even if, here's another thing I will say, Aries, with all this intuitive energy you have going on, you can know something, you can dream something, have a vision of something, whatever it is. You can know that something's going to happen and then focus on it so much that it literally puts you in a mental prison. Not to say that not focusing on it isn't going to, you know, make a difference, or focusing on it or whatever, but it can become a sort of black hole. Two cards coming out for you. Three of Wands with the Tower. I love this. I love this because there's something so much better coming, but you've got to let the Tower fall. You've got to let change come so that things can come in. But also at the Three of Wands, remember, there's still some work to do. It's not quite there yet. Okay, it's not, as we can see, she's working at it. She's working at it. All right? So is she. She's working. She's working at it. There's a buildup, literally. With the Five of Wands. Okay. Again, there could either you don't want to see, you didn't want to see, someone didn't want you to see, but also there's ill intention from outside, right? The Five of Wands, it's also something that just needs to be confronted. You skip from the Three of Wands to the Five of Wands. So there's not, unfortunately, in whatever situation this is, you go from the Eight of Swords, from a mental imprison, like thinking you can't do shit, to the Tower. That's the actual opposite of the Eight of Swords, because it's going to come crumbling down whether you want it to be gentle or not. It's not gentle. From the Three of Wands to the Five of Wands, you skip the Four of Wands. So there's going to be a point where it's time to act. There's no harmony in this situation. There's no white robe and hum. This is all about confronting a situation, like just jumping right in face first. This is how it's going down. With the Knave of Pentacles. Okay? The truth is coming out. Again, he's in this robe, you can't see him, he's trying to hide himself, they're in a freaking dungeon, he's wanting to be a monk while he's, you know, got this nun on the table. There's a lot of hidden things that need to come to surface, okay? And it has to be. And you want it to be. Remember that catalyst with the Two of Swords. There will be a decision to make. There will be things to cut out. There will be masks to take off. Okay, with the Five of Swords. This is very conflicting energy. And also, a lot of times, ulterior motives with people around you, okay? And they are also hiding, okay? She's not fully naked. Okay, so she's hiding her lower half. He's not fully naked. He's got his socks on. He's ready to go. And they are behind a bush. They're not, this is not an honest situation. This is very conflicted, very hidden, and five with five. But there's a situation that does make you step up and take responsibility for whatever this may be resonating on, whatever level this may be resonating on you with. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Swords. Ultimately, you will know exactly where everyone stands in this situation, and you will be very clear. Okay. Remember, we went from the Two of Swords to the Ace of Swords. I love it. I love it. She is very much in a state of ecstasy. She is not scared of that sword at all. At all. Overall, Aries is not scared. Maybe a little frustrated, maybe a little hurt, maybe a little tired, but not scared. All right, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Anyone dealing with Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? You're very welcome. All right, let's get it. Whoa. Libra, she who controls the money. The money. Again, Libra with the money. Someone may be trying to control your money, or you may need to control the money. You also may understand finally that more money, more power, more bitches, or however that goes. This alarm over here just went off, so as I said that, the alarm went off. Somebody like just got the light bulb above their head. Oh yeah. She's also, I don't know why I need to point this out to you, but she is also one of the only, if not the only, woman in this deck that is clothed fully. The Lady of Swords, she rides the wind. Very Libra energy, right? Very just going with the flow. And you can do that if you control the money. Libra, I feel like you're taking back control of your life, your finances, your home, or you need to. Either this is the energy that you're in or the energy that this energy is trying to put you in, right? The novice, the scholar, we're leveling up, Libra. We're studying. You could be actually putting some money aside or investing into a degree or, you know, higher academics of some sort. Riding the wind. This Queen of Wands, this is all about your independence and you being you, unapologetically, just here for it. And very in control. The Queen of Wands is very in control. And passionate about what she's doing with her money. And I'm saying her, this is not about sex. I have to remind everyone constantly. This is not about, it's not about gender. This is about energy. And the cards just happen to be females. Okay, the Lady of Cups. She seeks intuitive wisdom. Libra, I have a feeling you've been kind of ignoring your intuition for some time, and I don't think that's the case anymore. Libra, I really see you stepping into your power. Big time. Big time. I'm seeing, I always... what is that movie? I Love You Man. I Love You Man. Where he has to kind of own himself. The Queen of Swords, she thinks the unthinkable. You are definitely stepping up in your communication, in your thought process, in the way you manage yourself, in the way you manage your home, in the way you manage your business, and just overall. And you're also, I think, Libra, what I'm seeing with you is you've kind of had to release control to gain control, if that makes sense. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. She who offers love, and above all, you're doing it with love. 3 queens. Talk about stepping into your power. Okay, let's get you some love cards here. You've got 4 cards here that are speaking to intuition as well, Libra. I think there's something to be said for that. Time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. Back off. Like, what did I just say? I feel like there's a situation where you had to release control in order to gain it back. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. I love this for you. I love this for anybody. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Anyone dealing with Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Five of Swords, just shooting right out for you. Like I already said, I feel like you've been in this sort of inner conflict and state of even chaos and overthinking everything possibly, but I don't feel like you're going to stay there. I feel like you're making huge leaps to be very in control of yourself and your power of your thoughts, especially if you have a problem with letting your thoughts run away with yourself. With the Four of Swords. Yeah, going from the 5 to the 4. You're healing, Libra. You're definitely healing. I don't think you're happy about what's taking place. Obviously. Does she look happy to you? But you're owning it. And there could even be, you know, with that 5 of Swords and 4 of Swords, there could be, you could be very angry to find the truth of someone's, you know, kind of secrets or ulterior motives, or, you know, even not wanting to be completely bare with you or completely vulnerable with you. Because when I see her still covered up, it's like they're both in a state to make a sort of quick getaway if they need to. And they're hiding, not just from themselves, but also from the world. And I think it's frustrating. Lots of swords for you, Libra. The 6 of Swords. Like I said, I see you getting out of this situation. You're running for the door. I don't think you want to be in this space anymore. Not frustrated, not angry, not without power, not letting someone else control you, control your money, control your finances, control your decisions, control your thoughts. If you're letting someone get the best of you, they're controlling you. They're controlling your emotions. They're controlling your thoughts. They're controlling everything. And not because there's some mastermind, because you're giving them that power. The Hanged Woman. I wish people would stop blowing up my phone. I apologize, y'all. The Hanged Woman. There's a lot of people involved here. But also, I think you've been hung up on a situation in regards to who's holding who up and why are we holding this up, whether this is an idea, whatever this is. And perhaps you've been hung up on a decision. What would happen? What would happen if I put the weight on them for a change? I think you've known what's going to happen. I think you just kind of wanted to see for sure. Three of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles. We're building something so much better and more deserved in this energy, Libra. He's also kind of looks like he's protecting her there from the whoever this weird guy is that's coming in. They're also spilling the food. Why is that significant to me? Because if you have enough food to just kick it over, then you're obviously really abundant. So not only are you going to build, but you're going to build well. You're going to build fast. You're going to build fair. And you're going to have someone in your corner to do that with that is protective of you because that's what you deserve. And you be protective of them. I love this reading for you, Libra. This is beautiful. Bottom of the deck, the Three of Wands. It's a process. It's a process. You may not even know who this person is yet. As we can see, he doesn't have a face. But it is coming. Pun intended. All right. Cancer. Cancer. Last call for alcohol, Cancer. Woo. Communication, Cancer. Communication. Stop being a shit and speak. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Not just any communication, okay? Communication of your true desires, your primal urges, your real feelings, your heart space. Like, we're getting really real, Cancer. We're getting really honest with ourselves and with others. Cancer, you seem to be a little stuck on something. That's the first time this deck has gotten stuck. For whoever I said that about earlier, it was this deck that got stuck. Now it's this one. And it's getting stuck quite a bit. Cards just flying out for you, Cancer. I'm just gonna let them fly, and then we're gonna read. 4 cards just, I mean, they're just popping right out the deck. A whole book came, and we are not reading it. Oh, Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. There's big changes for you. And you know what? These changes could have been implemented long ago. The only reason they've been held up is because you've held them up. Why? Because you haven't spoke. You haven't been honest. You haven't been communicating, not with yourself and probably not with others. But that is all changing now. All right, let's see what we got here. Let me get all these flipped over. Woo! The Tower literally just fell right on my hoo-ha. Like right in between my legs. I caught it with my legs. And it flipped this card, the Cancer card. It's sitting up here. Whenever it did that, it went face down. All right. All right, so we got the Ace of Wands, the gift of a passionate power. The end of delusion, the Ten of Swords. The Ace of Swords, the gift of the mind. The Tower. Let me show you these before we continue. And then we'll dive into it. Okay, I already showed you the Tower. The Queen of Swords, she thinks the unthinkable. Wait for the moment, the Seven of Pentacles. The Death card, you are mortal. And salvation through love, the Ten of Cups. Let me get these to where I can show them to you. I may just have to show you in separate hands here. All right. Passion is not a question, Cancer. Never have been a question for Cancer. Most Cancers, right? They're too emotional to not be passionate about shit. Cancers are very passionate. All water signs, right? Passion, passion, passion. Especially if you have a lot of fire in your chart. Okay. You've been given a gift of a new opportunity, right? There's something very phallic about this. It's obviously one of your, I would even go so far as to say a superpower, but you've not been honest with it. Either you've not been honest about what you truly desire, or you've not been honest about the energy that you've been creating around you, or you've not been honest about the energies that others have been creating. Whatever it is, you've not been honest. This is the end of a delusion. Great, because it's an end, and that's what we want. Followed by that, you've got the Ace of Swords. You've got the Ace of Wands over here, the Ace of Swords over here, and the Ten of Swords in the middle, ending the delusion with major gifts of passion on one side and the gift of the mind on the other side, right? Finally, Cancer, maybe your heart and your mind are starting to match, okay? I think if even if on just a very basic level, you've been sort of feeding delusions into yourself, your mind possibly running away with itself. Now you've got the Tower, okay? We're shattering the old structure, the old belief system, the old ways, whatever it is, even a foundation of a new relationship or a business, whatever that may be for you, Cancer. It is no more. It is changing. Massive, massive changes coming. Why? Because you got this Queen of Swords here. She thinks the unthinkable. Okay? She's going to tell you how it is. Even if this is you, you're going to say, whatever this is getting real, real honest and communicating very clearly what we need, what we want to invest in, okay, in our human life, right? Could be dealing with a Scorpio. I think this is the only, yeah. But we're in Scorpio energy, so everybody's dealing with Scorpio right now, okay? But we're getting really honest on where we want to invest our coins, our life, our money, our emotions, our mental state, our thoughts, all of this, our energy, overall, period, Cancer, okay? There's a whole, you got two cards of Scorpio, the Tower and the Death. It's interesting because the Tower is like, holy shit. The Death is like, oh my God. One's looking up, one's looking down. Either way, shit's hitting the fan. Is it all bad? No. No, quite the opposite. Why? Because we're ending with the Ten of Cups. This is what you needed, Cancer. This is what you wanted. This is what you asked for. Maybe you didn't think it was going to require all this other work and shit. But this is how it comes to you. Okay? Salvation through love. Total contentment. Peace. Fulfillment. The Witch. Intuition will reveal the High Priestess in the regular deck. Cancer, I think you know more than you let on. Cancers usually do. Cancers, all water signs are very intuitive. Cancer is the one, though, that really hides their intuition. They hide themselves. They don't just talk about it with anybody. Pisces is on a whole nother level all the time. They don't give a shit. They march to the beat of their own drum. Scorpio wants you to go to the depths of the depth. They want to get information out of you. They want to release the state that they're in constantly, which is very deep. Cancer would hide it for the rest of their life if they could, usually. And I don't think it's not a time for that. I think you know much more than you let on. And I think you truly understand what's happening in this ending and where it's going to lead you in this total state of fulfillment. But it has required you to be very honest with yourself and very honest with others. And that can be a very scary thing. It can also be a very scary thing to admit, especially if you're not a spiritual person, that there's much more out there than this realm and this life, right? With the High Priestess energy, she's all up in the upper realms. But you're doing it. You're doing it. So, hats off to you, Cancer. Cancers, especially more evolved cancers, more mature cancers, they are freaking emotional, needy basket cases. And I don't give a shit who gets mad at me, because the more mature cancers, they know this about themselves. And this is part of the reason why they hide a lot of themselves, because they are fully aware of how emotionally involved they can get. And they know what that can do to them, and they know what it can do to others. And so they tend to kind of go the complete opposite direction, and they will shut themselves down. They will go in the sand. They will hide themselves. It's a defense mechanism. So this type of energy for a Cancer is very, very scary, to be this vulnerable and to make this massive change when they know they're all in that Ten of Cups energy. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. See? And that's scary for a Cancer especially. Power. You intuitively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. First card out here was a card of power. Cancer, very, very intuitive sign, but you probably wouldn't know it. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. What did we just say? That's just confirmation of the entire read so far. Okay, let's get into this last deck of cards. We'll get a few shuffles, and then I'm out here. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with all of you. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share. I hope to see you all back on Danny's channel. That's Northern Comfort Tarot. He placed a link in the chat. I will place a link in the description when we are done, as well as a link to get a hold of me if you would like a personal read. Three of Swords. This is about healing broken heart. That's why anybody hides, not just Cancer. No one wants to be vulnerable to get broken and to get hurt. No one. But you're healing. And I talk about this all the time. If you keep your heart in a cage, it stays protected, but it also stays shut off. And it can make you very cold. And it can be very lonely. Nine of Coins. This is a joyous state. It is a card of independence, but it's also a card of like leisurely activity. It's a card of vacation. Okay. It's a card of having enough cushion to take a break. It's not the Eight of Pentacles. It's not starting something new, right? And having to work really hard to get there, but it's also not the 10, right? It's not retirement, and it's not, you know, getting a big lump sum and just being able to never work forever. You still have to work, but you don't have to work so hard. This is about being comfortable in a vulnerable state. But remember, you have the power to walk away if it's not right for you, and you know what's right for you. Eight of Swords. Okay, mental imprisonment. I want another card to expand on that Eight of Swords. The Chariot and the Three of Wands. Okay, Cancer, you come out in your own reading. I think you're breaking this Nine of Swords energy. Truly. I think you've been slowly inching your way forward to see what's on the other side in a romantic relationship, and you're about to go full force. That's what it looks like to me. With that Nine of Pentacles there, some of you may have been single for a really long time. Some of you may even be in an existing relationship where you felt like you've been doing it all yourself, or the one that you're dealing with, you feel like they're picking up all of your slack. Either way it goes, there's massive healing and transformation and contentment happening here. I'm not sure what's happened for you, but it's almost like it's like a weight that's been lifted, not just in being honest, but probably in a very physical scenario as well. Balance and truth coming for you. Libra energy, Venus energy. This is a card of pleasure. Okay, this is a card of the pleasures of life, just like that Nine of Pentacles. It's time for you to enjoy yourself, Cancer, and to not feel bad about it. Everyone's scared of getting hurt. Everyone. We're getting real. I told you, we're getting real honest with the Four of Wands just jumping out on that Eight of Swords. This is it. This is your path. This is your love. This is your life. This is what you want. But the only thing that can stop you is this Eight of Swords. But like I said, I see you coming out of that. Slowly. You've been inching. You've been inching. Look at them rickety ass wheels. You know you're not going nowhere fast. But you're going. And the Knight of Wands. I love this because the Knight of Wands usually is the playboy energy. It's the energy that rushes in and then rushes back out. It's very hot and cold, as most knights are. But look at how they're riding that horse. That's very, very intimate. It's very all about you. She's even turning around to watch where they're going with the Six of Wands. Cancer, you're going to be so victorious. And I think you've had a lot of failures before from the looks of it. You've been really broken down. Who hasn't, though? But you are coming to a place where you're finally starting to own your intuition. You're finally starting to take responsibility and even take charge of those feelings that are surfacing in you. You're not ignoring them. And I think that's really beautiful. And that's why you're going to be victorious. And that's why things are going to work out. And that's why you're about to play out a mission with someone, or at least with two parts of yourself that are finally going to match, right? Your head and your heart, your masculine and your feminine. Even if it's just you with you, it's still amazing. Okay, with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Not just any lovers. In this deck, he pays extra close attention to every sensation and every sort of erogenous zone on her body. The back of the kneecap, I'm saying. This is beautiful, Cancer. I love you all very much. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time.